D&D chat.
This dragon does no damage to me.
There we go. And we are live, it did. What is going on, my frosty friends? My name is Wintercasice, and welcome back to Discord Dungeons and Dragons.
Discord D&D.
What? Discord D&D.
Excited. Very am.
Cannot understand. Cannot compute excitement.
Okay, so let's do a last time on D&D.
Here we will in just a second. Just gotta hop over into general and.
You're still setting things up.
I'm not saying
Oh,
things up.
oh, you're
Everything-
pinging.
Yeah, just pinging. Jeez, dude.
Ow.
Hello, one and all.
Winter, I doubt you very
Hello,
much, but I
there
also
no,
believe in you.
No people in the stream.
That's okay.
Yeah, it usually takes some time.
Let's also not forget that we originally started this not on stream.
Yeah, that's true.
Mhm.
Oh yeah, do you remember what happened last session about our ride?
But I say he was there. So
I'm asking you.
me? Oh,
if
I know.
you taking that.
I fully remember.
It's hard to forget that.
So, we're gonna walk back to the city.
You're gonna have to.
Yeah.
So last time on D&D. So what happened is our adventurers decided to start making their way to Old Ogie's Cave, a fair distance away from the town of Belval. You guys were making your way there when you ran into a slight ambush. Oh my gosh! Hold on one second. So you guys ran into a small ambush from skeletons on a hillside. Not exactly expecting you, but more like going to cut you guys off at the pass. You guys were able to handle some of them fairly easily. And then one of you got a bright idea to try to ride a cart to the top of the hill. I'm not going to name names, but I'll say it's a lizard folk. Decided to ride ride your guys' ride. In other words, the cart and the horses up the hill to get there faster, only to realize the skeleton was pushing a boulder off of the side of the hill. Unfortunately, too late to react. The horses perished. The cart was destroyed, and a lot of you took
Bimp
damage.
was scarred.
Yeah, Bimp was scarred. And a lot of you guys took damage. But then you defeated the last skeleton, which was all the enemies of the area, and all it cost you was your horses and your ride.
Yay.
Yay. Who wants to search a dungeon? Yay.
All it cost us was just a horse and a ride.
Horses.
Horses.
Two of them.
Horses and a ride. It's nothing. Practically nothing.
And then you guys skirted the forest all the way to where you were shown where Ogie's Cave is. You decided to stalk it out and make sure that Ogie was there and that you guys weren't on a fool's errand, waiting for hours until you saw a horde of zombies come out of the cave and start making their way in the direction of town. A little bit after that, Old Ogie, which was an undead zombie ogre, came out of the cave, at which you guys took the time and made sure your feet were planted so you could do as much damage as you possibly could.
I had a super smart plan for everyone to attack him at once. It worked.
Yes, and it worked pretty well. You guys were able to handle yourself pretty well. None of you guys really went down except for towards the end, when unfortunately the resident barbarian, aka Garnan, went in for the killing blow, and he thought he succeeded until the ogre's undead fortitude kicked in, and which then the ogre, well, Ogre Smash, and Garnan has low armor.
I want to be clear.
No armor.
There.
True. But also the same character, your character didn't rage, so he took full brunt damage. So he went down. And then finally he was taken down by Skolvin using his... Oh god, what is the name of that blade?
Life Drinker longsword?
The Life Drinker longsword, which he used to cut up the front of the ogre. Upon doing so, though, he felt a voice in the back of his head talking to him, and he felt a sensation he had never felt before as he was brought back down to Earth.
That is the sword.
And upon doing so, you guys successfully defeated the ogre. And we are back where we were. So.
Alright, everyone, roll for the session.
Oh yeah.
Per tradition.
Yeah, waste your rolls.
Yes.
So, first things first, because he's barely used any spell slots, Knackle is going to use a level 2 Cure Wounds on...
Yes, got that out of the way.
A level 2 Cure Wounds on Garnan.
Only time I'll go yes to it to watch everything else as a 1 from now on.
How much health do I have right now?
Hold on, I'm rolling for that right now. That'd be plus...
Can I poke it with a stick?
Oh, you could.
Probably a bad idea. So, ooh, an echo.
Oh, wow. Garnan, you regain 22 HP.
22.
Yes. Yeah.
That's full health.
No, not quite.
That's
Why am I echo?
I have no idea.
He has like a max of 26, I believe.
But that was 2 high rolls of the of Knackle's Cure Wounds.
Yes.
So you guys were now Garnan is settled. He's good. He's not dying, and in fact, Garnan, you are awake and standing. Well,
Yes.
not necessarily standing, just awake, eyes open, and you do see a dead ogre like less than 5 feet away from you.
Oh, nice.
As my body lie limp on the ground, I say, Did we get it?
By the way, your mom's
Is it dead?
You're probably pissed at you.
Well, yeah, well,
My arm hurts.
Tell you.
it's late, and I had plans for later. It's so weird. My family and my friends are all like, "Hey, you want to do this thing like right now?" And I'm like, "Why did you guys not make these plans with me, a day in advance?" Instead of within the hour.
Oh,
That
Winter, do you have to leave us again?
No. Well, no, I'm leaving you guys. By the say.
Cool.
However, there is an echo in this chat.
There is.
hello. I think it's tiny.
Blip. What the heck? Hold on. Better?
Ow!
What's happening?
Test.
There's still an echo.
Still echo.
Still an echo.
What is going on recently?
Dre, do you have a PS4?
No, I'm on PC.
Blip.
Crap.
God, this is gonna be... Ugh. Anyways.
What's happening?
We don't know. We can't hear each other.
I mean, I can hear you guys.
I hear you
I
guys
can.
too.
It keeps coming in and out, and it's doing weird things like random volume changes.
And also hearing people twice. I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know if that's just me.
It's not just you.
What?
Echo.
So anyways,
Okay, I think we're good.
you guys were successful in defeating the ogre.
Yeah.
I'm trying to remember. Was Kassir knocked out?
No, Kazir was
No.
Okay, just
Seer was not hit.
Hey, what's
Everyone
up?
but Skolvin
I-
and Garnet were knocked out.
Somebody asked me something.
I got a question.
What's up?
If I were to make a tabaxi monk that relies on fists and claws, what stat will be the highest?
That would be a question for another session. Not while we're in the middle of this.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Wow.
Not talking smack. Just a question for another time.
Yeah. It could get too in depth.
I asked them, but they didn't really seem sure.
Oh God, this echo is gonna drive me nuts.
Well, I said dexterity should be your highest and wisdom should be your second highest.
So, what are you guys doing?
So as Skolvin's body lies limp on the ground, I say, "Is he dead? Did I get him?"
Just Knackle walks up to you. Indeed, you did get him. He appears to be expired.
My arm hurts.
Kassir kind of cheers, going, "Yes, we got that."
My arm hurts, like, a lot.
But I say, your companion Richard just looks around and just goes,
What the heck?
I don't hear the echo anymore. I don't think. Yeah, it's gone.
But wait, say Winter.
Hmm.
there it is.
Oh, you guys hear it?
Yep.
Dang.
As
I
you
was
were saying.
testing my mic before I even came on. What the heck?
Can't test for echo.
Yeah, it's one of those things. Now I hear it.
Mm-hmm. So, anyways,
Well, it's either this or like weird like vibrating noise. So
Hey,
I don't.
don't think I'm gonna be here next week.
that's okay. I may or may not be streaming D&D next week because I am a groomsman in one of my best friend's wedding.
Oh, cool.
Ooh. Neat.
So I might
one
be,
shot.
yeah. So either you guys can do a one shot,
Maybe.
or next Saturday I might do a just a multiplayer Saturday because Thursday and Friday I am going to be helping set up the wedding and I will be at the wedding.
Okay.
But anyways,
Yes.
back in the
Oh,
moment.
no.
Back in a moment.
Richard looks around and he just, you see a kind of a sign of relief on his face that you guys were able to defeat Ogi. Because let's be honest, he was confident he was going to die in this fight.
Can I poke it with a stick?
Yes, you can poke it with a stick. That you don't even need to roll with that. You just poke.
Poke, poke.
I just want to poke it.
The body shifts very slightly.
You poke the body. Roll initiative.
I want to loot them.
You want to loot it?
Good idea.
On its body, you find a loincloth, very large. About to say, it's old and very much soiled.
Yeah. Don't want to think about that.
Yes.
It has what appears to be basically a tree trunk, as a tree trunk in one hand and a giant with a basically a morning star ball with spikes on it, on the end, which is its weapon.
Am I proficient in that weapon?
You are not proficient in carrying something that's twice your size.
That makes sense.
Unfortunately, he does not appear to be holding any treasure, for he is a zombie ogre.
What would he need
Alright.
to hold?
What reason would he need gold or anything valuable? He was in it to eat people.
Can we go loot the cave to see if there's any dead bodies in
You
it?
guys can absolutely go look at the cave.
I'm gonna go in the
Can I
cave.
say-
I want to, before I go anywhere, I want to gather up my arrows. Or whatever arrows that might be around.
If I remember correctly, in that fight you used about 8 arrows, so roll me a die 8.
Okay. R space D8, right?
Yep.
Just making sure. Cool.
That is how many arrows you were able to collect that aren't broken.
All right. Add that to my inventory.
So now my question
I
is,
did remember.
now my question for you guys is, are you guys stealthing to the like in the cave, or are you guys just straight up walking in?
Winter,
I just want to walk in.
What's up?
can Scolvin stand up, or is he still like, my arm?
Yeah, he can stand up. You're
All right, I
I
pro-
just
wanna
want to
call
walk
the-
on in.
you rolled high enough on your Constitution check that you're just disoriented.
I want. Can I?
I want to
find-
sneak with him into that cave.
Perception check?
I'm not sneaking. I'm just walking
Okay.
in.
Hold on. Wow, what's up?
Just let them.
This is kind of what makes in real life D&D better, because we can all see each other and know when we're talking instead of talking
Yeah.
over each other. But wow, if you wanted to roll a perception check.
I want him to run in and roll a perception check to see if there's actually any treasure around.
About to say,
I want to walk on in.
you, Blue and Garnan walk into the cave. Anybody else just straight up walking in?
I
I'm
am.
going to sneak in. Me sneak in. Sneak in and do.
I don't know why you
So-
guys are rolling. I didn't ask you to roll anything yet.
Yeah,
That's-
well, if you're just
I roll
walking in and you're not
perception
sneaking.
check, so.
Yeah, I didn't ask you to roll a perception check yet.
Asked to.
Alright, well,
So, anyways,
Chomp.
I have to evaluate who's going in and who's staying out, so that way I'm not. People don't just go like, "Oh, but I was actually in there," and it's like, no, you gotta say something. Anyways, so Blue, Garnan, and if I heard correctly, Kazir, you're just straight up walking in.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Sorry, I didn't mean to yell into
No problem.
mic. I hit
And
lean forward, and as I unmute, hit it.
it's all good. And then Skolvin, you are trying to sneak in.
Yes.
Then Skolvin, I would like you to roll me a stealth check.
With disadvantage.
Chelsea wit without the.
Ugh.
There goes your nat
So-
20.
Winter, that's a 14.
Okay, that is duly noted. About to say, and for the rest of you guys walk in. Garnet, since you did announce that you are rolling a perception check, then roll me a perception check. $16 plus your plus.
2. So,
Okay, so 18. So basically, as you walk into the cave, you notice that the cave appears to be fairly damp. You would probably assume so, since there are so many zombies in here, that more than likely they've been going through the brushes, they've been going through the muck, they've been going basically all the places that normal people would avoid. So the floor of the cave is very much wet to the side of it as you're kind of casually walking in. You're not really seeing any treasure. However, as you walk into the cave, you go a little bit deeper. It's not a super deep cave, but it's deep enough that Ogie could easily get in, sit down, sleep, or whatever, and the horde of zombies could easily... If it could fit Ogie, then the zombies can easily find room. In the back of the cave, you do see a couple of like, what appears to be like piles of garbage. Various things between foliage, what appears to be some, like, maybe some cargo of boxes and barrels. You see, about to say, sections of a tree. Basically stuff that, like, giant creatures like Ogie would pick up. That is what you find.
I just look around, say nothing's here, and turn around and walk out.
Say nothing's here and just walk out.
Yeah.
Okay. About to say,
yeah, I guess I'm just gonna walk out too.
you just walk out too.
Winter,
Yeah.
what does the room smell like?
Oh, it's
Ooh,
atrocious. It reeks of undead. Basically, it smells like rigor mortis and never stopped for these creatures.
Is there any dead bodies around?
From what Garnan could see, no.
Don't eat the dead body.
There are no dead bodies around other than Oak.
Thank you.
Can I see if there are any shrines?
If you want to roll me a perception check.
Oh, my worst rolls ever. Hey, that's a
Too bad.
16.
About to say, same as Garnan, you're not really seeing any altars or any particular things to worship a god. Ogie's not exactly the most intelligent creature, so he's probably just in it for himself. He was just resurrected, and basically he just did as he did. Just like Garnan, you do see at the very back of the cave there is a pile of like what appears to be garbage. There appear to be boxes and barrels. There appears to be bits of parts of tree. About to say foliage from the forest.
I look at Bimp and tell her to light it on fire.
Bimp is outside. She did not go in with you guys.
Fine, can I walk back a bit and call the Bimp to
Can
light
I talk
it on
to
fire?
Blue? Hey, Blue! Blue!
No one's here!
Blue! Did you
Why are
forget
you
about the horde
whispering?
of zombies that was heading towards town? We should go after that zombie horde, don't you think?
With what? Our
We-
carriage?
Our weapons and our feet.
Kassir
Hey,
says we still haven't taken care of the problem. So if we fight all zombies, we still will have twice as many.
We did take care of the problem. Ogie was the problem.
Okay,
Was I the only person paying attention? I don't even like religion. Eh.
can I scream out to Bimp to come in here and light us on fire?
Yeah, hold on. You yell out to her.
Bless you.
Thank you. Bimp does not want to go into that cave. She does not trust it.
Ugh.
Fine,
don't-
then I.
But I'm unrationably angry and tired.
I'm about to say, considering Garnet got smashed, makes perfect sense.
No, in real life,
Uh.
I'm angry for no reason and tired. Even though I just
I want to go to the crates and barrels and open them.
Okay. You open up the crates and barrels. Inside of those crates and barrels, you do. Hold on, I can't roll you. I need you to get out of my dice tray.
What do you need to roll me?
You need to roll me. I need to roll my special dice.
Style.
Special.
Say.
So, Alf, what's the
Alright.
PlayStation menu look like? What's your PlayStation menu look like?
Blue. On the inside, you find a miscellaneous amount of weapons. What appears to be like just swords, spears, knives. They appear to be decent quality. Not like amazing quality, but decent quality.
Are there any hand crossbows?
About to say, you would probably find more like long bows and short bows, but not any crossbows.
Dang.
You do, however, find crossbow bolts.
I will take them.
About to say, you find 2 packs, so 40 in total.
Okay. I want to have a short sword.
What's up?
I want to grab a short sword.
Grab a sword shard? Yeah.
Yes.
You easily do that. That's not a problem. You pull it from
Okay.
the, you pull it from the box and the crate, and you put it, you can easily see that it's there, and also the sheath that it comes with.
I
Again.
take them both and holster it to my side.
Fair enough. Again, not the greatest quality, but definitely not bad. This is something you would find in a township like Bellball. Basically, it's a sword that hasn't gone to the blacksmith in a while.
And I will bring it once I get to town.
I say so that was what is in the crates.
I yell over to them, asking if they want to take any of the weapons to take to town and sell.
Because
Skulls
here's
goes over, says, "Nah, I got this thing that does good stuff," and holding up the long sword. And I say, "I got this other thing that's curved and points stuff real good."
All right. Anything else you guys want to do in the cave?
And
I believe Stray had something to say earlier.
I was gonna, Kassir was gonna say, no, I don't want any of those weapons. I'm happy with what I got.
You sure you don't want to replace your short bow that you broke?
Oh, I thought you gave. I thought you.
Richard handed
Oh
you
yeah,
his.
no. Oh yeah. I didn't realize that. Actually, you know what? I do need another short bow. This is Richard's. So I go to take one.
Forgive me if I seem a bit weird. Is there any extra longbows in there? I just
yes.
skipped that.
Yes, there does appear to be 2 longbows in there.
I want to grab a longbow and I say, "This is." I pointed at Kassir. "This is for you whenever we're done with our training." Sort of just whacking on the ground. You see, longbow.
how much do the crossbow bolts and short sword weigh?
Crossbow bolts, about to say, hold on. Just because it's done in packs. Let me pull up my player's handbook, which is right here. Hold on. Gotta say, it's in the book. About to say, short bows. They weigh 2 pounds.
Each or
Yeah,
both
2
of them?
2 pounds each.
For the packs or just straight up?
Well, for the that's
Both.
for the short bow.
Oh.
For the bow.
I didn't grab a short bow.
Well, I was just saying, just
Okay.
for anybody asking. As far as your crossbow bolts, they are 1.5 pounds per pack of 20.
Okay.
So 30 pounds total.
And how much is the short sword?
Short sword weighs. Uh, 2 pounds.
Okay. I want to pick up as many daggers as I can carry.
Say daggers weigh a total of 1 pound each. So, and there's about 20 of them in there.
I want to grab them all.
You are currently carrying 20 pounds of daggers. Your back feels a little ached from putting it all in your pack, but you are successfully able to carry them.
Okay. I walk out of the cave holding.
I point at Blue and I say, "Weird. Let's continue."
I'm gonna sell these.
Okay, so you guys have searched through the crates. You guys leaving the barrels?
Yeah, I'm gonna search through the last. Oh, are you saying should we search, or are you
Well,
saying
I'm just
we
asking,
did search?
I open the barrels.
Okay. You open up the barrels, and inside of the barrels, you see what appears to be some food storage. About to say various kinds of what appears to be like potatoes in one barrel. There appears to be like some vegetation in another, so like cabbages and carrots.
Any alcohol?
Can I see?
About to say the third
this?
barrel is a keg.
I grab the
Winter.
keg.
It's
Winter?
yes,
Can Scoven see all this food?
yes.
I want to see if it's rotted.
Roll me a perception check.
That's a 5.
Looks fine to you.
Good food. Can I expect a drink?
I want a keg.
I'd say
Can I inspect the drink?
it's it's inside of a keg. So in order to check it out, you'd have to open up the keg.
I want to open up the lid to the keg and just smell it to see if it's bad.
Aged well.
Aged well. Also, Phantom Daredevil wants me to tell you guys he says hi.
Hi.
Bye. I wasn't listening to what happened.
They decided to search the crates and the barrels inside of the back of the cave.
I want to get a whiff of that ale and see if it's bad.
Okay. I'm gonna say, I don't think that would be a. Let's roll me an investigation check.
Ah! Why not perception? That's an 11.
About to say the ale does not look bad. In fact, it does. It looks like that's probably the most recent thing that was added to this cave. You have no idea why the zombies would grab it. Probably.
I put the top on it, put it on my shoulder, and walk out.
Roll me a strength check.
That is a 2.
I want to assist him in holding up the barrel.
Hold on. You attempt to pick up the keg and you cannot lift it off the ground.
I
want to help
currently
him.
holding 20 daggers, so I get that.
You believe to yourself that it's the daggers that are holding you back.
I want to help him hold up this keg.
Roll me a strength check.
Who, me?
Yeah.
Alright. Watch this, guys. Watch this, guys. Watch.
You attempt to do it and you strain your back.
I look at Garnan and ask him if he can pick it up.
It's up to Garnan on that one.
What?
I ask you if you can pick up the keg of booze.
I went outside.
Alright, he walked away.
Yeah.
I went outside.
I look at Kazir and tell him to pick it up.
Kazir sighs, does not sighs. Kazir kind of just nods as he picks it up.
Roll me a strength check.
Alright, hold on, let me get back.
Winter.
Yeah?
Did you already roll severity for the Minot one?
Yeah, I already rolled it.
Ooh,
Oh wow,
nice.
About to say.
Kind of sad that I wasted that one.
In a surprising
Of
fit
course.
of strength, the
Of
rogue,
course the rogue is stronger than the fighter.
just looks at this and goes, "Oh, a keg of ale, eh? Well, don't mind if I do." And he just one arm picks it up, rolls it onto his shoulder, and carrying it with both hands, walks out.
I follow him clapping.
And also I did roll severity. You strained your back. You're not. It's not like you dropped the keg or anything. It's just you attempted. You lifted with your back rather than your legs, and yeah, you hurt your back.
Lift with your legs.
So, Garnan and the rest of the party, you guys watch these three come out with a couple of new weapons and what appears to be a keg of ale.
My backpack bulging with something.
I say Blue's backpack looking like a porcupine. Daggers! But to say, you come upon the rest of the party. Knackle is just kind of double checking, making sure everybody's okay. Bimp is just kind of checking the area, making sure that if she needs to light anything ablaze, she can. Richard appears to be just... He kind of just pulled out like what appears to be like a flask. And he just takes a sip from that.
You know, guys, this is a very nice after battle sort of thing, but are we just gonna forget about the horde of zombies heading towards the town?
Mm-hmm.
No, because they won't really attack, because unless you attack. Wait,
But it was a huge horde of zombies. Are we just gonna let that slide?
it's happened 100 nights
6 of
before.
them? Wasn't there only like 6 of them?
There was about, from what I told you guys, there was around 10 of them.
Ah,
A little over
they
10
got
of them.
this.
You guys are useless. Can I go in the woods and see if I can find an animal that I can ride?
Sure.
You're gonna ride an
roll
elk.
roll me a perception check.
Ah, dang it, I thought you would say nature.
Nope.
Can I try?
I mean, you guys can certainly try to see if you can find one.
But
I want
Well,
to
I
find
mean,
an
like-
elk. Is it 13?
But I'd say,
So-
for the both of you, I can honestly say you guys find no creatures in the area that are rideable. You do see some deer tracks, but they appear to be old, like more than 8 hours old. So
Okay.
if the deer is still, if the deer came through here, it's long gone.
I want to
I
start
go back
sprinting
to
towards the town.
Okay, you start sprinting. Everybody, you guys watch. You watch your lizard folk friend start sprinting in the direction of the zombies.
Kassir
I just-
face palms as he watches a bit, and just kind of falls behind. Sorry.
I just
As I'm
watch-
sprinting towards the zombies, I just start holding both swords up in the air like, fight, 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 fight. So
I
we're just
watch him
like
go
arm
and
pumps
just
and
slowly walk.
swords.
I am not dealing with this junk.
About to say, you do see Knackle and Knackle and Bimp are packing up their stuff. About to say, probably getting ready to start heading back to Bellball to let them know that Ogi was defeated. Correct.
Yeah.
Yeah. And you do see.
I go over to Bimp and ask her if she wants the cut of the money from when I sell the daggers. And I point to my backpack.
She says, she looks at you and says, depending on how much you make, if you want to share it with the party, I'd be more than happy to take my cut.
Alright, let's go.
Oh, one more thing before we leave, though. Bimp, as you guys are starting to make your way towards the town, Bimp turns back, just lets her hand ignite, and lights Ogi ablaze.
Yes!
Just to be on the safe side.
What was that? Sorry.
You guys are good. About to say, basically, she just wants to make sure that Ogi is ablaze and burning to ashes. Best to make sure that this doesn't happen again.
Good idea.
Hold on. Ogie's, like, right beside the forest. That's gonna leap over from Ogie and light the forest on fire.
Bimp would have taken the time to make sure that the fire wouldn't grow out of control. Plus, there must have been at some, as you can see from the cave, there must have been some rainfall not that long ago, probably before you guys made your travel.
So it's all moist.
Yeah, everything's kind of moist, so things are not gonna like light a blaze.
Good.
But just for funsies, I'll check real quick.
Oh God.
No, it does not. It does not light a blaze.
Oh good.
As the
I could have saw that moment of the forest completely gone, the town gone now.
the
I
forest.
mean, it's already
Sorry.
all dead. So
The forest spirit looks at you all disappointed.
it's already all dead, so it's fine.
So while you guys are slowly making your way there, Scolvin,
Sylvan is sprinting.
Scolvin, you were sprinting.
Yeah.
You get there. You get a relatively good, decent ways away. But I'd say you still feel a dull pain in your wrist as you're running.
Ow.
Nothing serious, just a dull pain as you're making your distance. But after you've been running for a while, probably about I'd say probably about 10 to 20 minutes after you started running. Roll me a perception check.
Just Golden or everyone?
Just Sculpin, because he ran way
Okay.
ahead of you guys.
Yeah, I understand.
So
It was
that
just
is a
running.
21.
You see something at a distance. About to say, it appears to be a pile of stuff on the ground in the midst of the hills that you guys went over to get to the pathway back to town.
A pile of ash.
It's a pile of something. You don't know what it is, but it just appears to be a pile of something that's on the ground that you did not see on your way to Oki's cave.
A pile
How
of
far away
meat.
am I from this pile of something?
You're about, I'd say probably about a good 120 feet.
I'll keep on sprinting in that direction.
Okay. It takes you no time at all to get there. The closer you get, you start to see what appears to be bodies with rotting flesh. You see clothes that are barely on the bodies anymore,
Right?
and you notice that the creatures are not moving.
Don't eat them.
Still struggling.
Do they look edible?
No. If you tried to eat them,
Okay.
you would probably get food poisoning at
Alright.
the least, a virus at the worst that would kill you. Because this is not
Can I see if there's any more animals that I can ride?
About to say, you're currently in the hills. You're away from the forest, so there actually aren't any animals nearby other than like rabbits.
Try to ride a rabbit.
Can I shoot a rabbit for some food?
You can certainly try. About to say, roll me a nature check.
I was able. I left the game.
Nature?
Yes, because you gotta try. You gotta track it
I'm
down.
ready whenever.
Give me a sec. That's a 8.
You do see some faint rabbit tracks, but they don't appear to be anything super fresh. If you go rabbit hunting, it's probably gonna take you a while.
Remember,
Fine.
everything around this area is dead.
Start sprinting towards the town.
Still away from your party.
Yes. Belval, Belval, Belval.
You just
Yeah.
booking into Bellball.
Yep.
About to say, while all you guys are just casually
Skull.
walking, Sculvin, have you roll me a Constitution saving throw?
That's a 9.
After running for about an hour, you feel winded. Your body is not used to you
Okay.
running at this pace for this long a time. I'm gonna say that if you don't stop and rest, you will get a point of exhaustion.
Fine. I slow down.
While he's doing that, the rest of you guys are getting to the hills that you guys went over last time to get here, and you notice the same thing that Sculvin did. A pile of bodies, dead, not moving.
Can I roll to see if they look like the zombies that were walking out of the cave?
Absolutely. Roll me a perception check.
Okay. That's a 15.
But I say, upon inspecting them, you do recognize a few of the scraps of clothing that these zombies had. They are indeed the zombies that came from Ogi's cave.
I want to poke one with a stick.
Yeah, you certainly do. Poke. Nothing.
I look back at everyone and say, I think they're dead.
We already knew that.
Because your chuckles. Sorry.
Wait, can I look around to see
Undead.
if there's any
Read it?
lizard-shaped bite marks or jaw-shaped bite?
With that perception check, you can tell that these bodies are untouched, except for the one that you poked with a stick.
I sigh and say, at least you didn't try to eat one.
True.
Anything else you guys would like to do before you continue walking to Belleville?
I want to loot the bodies.
Roll.
Is there any daggers on the bodies?
Roll me a Garnan. Roll me an investigation check.
Nah.
They don't
Can I see
appear.
if there's any daggers?
They don't appear to have a lot of stuff. You kind of check their pockets. You do find like 8 copper pieces amongst the entire group of them, but they've obviously been dead for a very long time, so they wouldn't be buried with anything super valuable.
Can I see if they have any daggers?
Sure. Go ahead. Roll same thing. Investigation check.
An investigation. That's an 8.
Same thing I said to Garnan. You search the bodies, but just like him, you basically tell that these zombies have been dead for a long time. These aren't like fresh rotting corpses. Their bodies don't appear to be carrying anything except for the 8 copper that Garnan spotted first.
Dang, I can't-
Sure.
Yes.
About what time is it right now, Dean?
In game, you're looking at roughly around 1 a.m.
Can I set up a bonfire to start for a long rest?
If you would like to, but you are by yourself.
That's fine. I'll wait for everyone else to catch up with me. So.
Okay. Gotta roll something real quick. Do.
I ate waffles.
Lucky.
Gotta love some waffles.
8 grits.
Alright.
He's rolling percentile. Help!
Oh dear God, no! You in trouble.
So, you guys creep over the hill, start making your way towards Bellball. It is getting late. It's super late for you guys. It's about 1 a.m. It's taking you guys longer to get back to town because of the fact that you're obviously going on foot, not riding a cart. If you keep
Thank
up,
you, Scovin.
it takes you about an hour and a half for you to catch up to where Skulvin is. And there you see Skulvin kind of sitting in an open area, in a not a super open area, with what appears to be a bonfire.
I'll take first watch if we're staying.
Knuckles sits down beside you guys and says, "That would be a wise idea. You guys need your rest after that battle."
Fine, I'm fine.
So, Garnan's first watch, who's second watch?
I will take second watch.
And who wants to go third watch?
I want to go third watch. I
Okay.
have all the daggers.
Okie dokie.
My legs probably hurt from this. I've been walking miles,
So-
carrying over 100 pounds.
So, Garnan, while you're sitting there awake and waiting and letting them fall asleep, roll me a perception check.
Roll initiative.
Again.
18. You're just sitting there, just calm, just keeping an eye on the darkness. Do you have dark vision?
No, I do not.
You can't see too far into the open area of where you are, but you do hear some noises coming a little ways away from you guys, towards one of the towards probably, oh god, what are they called? It's like the divots in the
Crest.
ground. About to say the divots in the ground that aren't necessarily hills.
The crest of the hill is the top of the hill. so
Well,
that's
yeah,
fine.
but it's like once you guys get past the hills and you start going to some of the open areas, there are these like natural divots in the ground.
Divots?
Just call it a divot. You hear a sound coming from a nearby divot in the ground.
Is it coming towards me?
No, it does not appear to be coming towards you. It's just a sound coming from one of the divots.
I ignore it.
All right. Your watch passes without incident. About to say, you wake up Skulvin for second watch. Skulvin, have you roll me a perception check?
Man, I'm actually getting good rolls. Also, I'd like to take some time to inspect my sword and my wrist.
Okay. About to say, you take your time and you look at the blade and you don't see anything new going on with the blade. However, on your wrist, you do see where the pain is coming from. And it does appear to be a more solid color than it was prior. When it first happened, it seemed to be fading in, but now it appears to be a deeper black.
Can I try to rub it out?
Yeah, you take the time. You just rub your wrist, and you're trying your best to get something. You try to get it out like you've seen a million people do, and it doesn't even look like it's fading.
I just look up the sky and, damn you, involuntary tattoo god!
Anything else you'd like to do?
Nope.
Thank
Actually,
you.
yes. I want to sing a song, because why not?
Okay, roll me a performance check.
Natural one.
Get away, flies. God, I hate fucking
Close
flies.
enough.
So that's the 3.
Just straight 3.
Yeah.
You kind of just start.
Actually, no, never mind. I somehow I have a bonus to my performance checks. Holy crap. That's a 5.
Yeah, but I say, you kind of just start chanting out a tune, but you're having a hard time remembering like how the beat goes for it, so it's not exactly as flow. It doesn't flow as well as you want it to. So it just
You
kind
need
of
me.
it comes out a little juddery, if that makes sense. And after a while, you just kind of accept that you're probably just tired from the encounter today, that you can't really sing the best you want to. The rest of your watch passes without incident. You wake up Blue for the 3rd watch. Blue,
Yay.
I would like you to roll me a perception check.
Ooh, perception. Whoa, perception.
Roll
I'm
severity.
just staring into
roll
the fire.
severity.
There's no reason to roll severity on this one, considering the fact that you're just...
Let's
You're-
just see
I'm
how
just-
long this blind for.
I'm just looking in the fire.
Blue,
Humming.
what ends up happening is, Blue, while you're spending the time watching, you don't, without realizing it, your eyes start to droop, and you actually fall back asleep.
Blue.
Constitution saving throw.
At least I didn't fall back into the fire.
Interesting.
That would have been hilarious.
I assume your guys' passive perception is probably underneath 13.
No, mine is 13.
Okay.
I don't know what it is.
What's your wisdom score? Blue.
What?
What's your wisdom score?
With... Oh, 10.
Ah, so your passive perception is 10.
Mm.
It's true. So, the rest of you, well, Knuckle has a wisdom of 16.
Yeah, he has a passive perception of 16. Ain't nothing getting by him.
It has a wisdom of 15.
So,
Which, I mean, makes sense because he doesn't actually go to sleep, he just meditates.
it's true.
I was
So-
more tired than I thought it was, carrying 106 pounds on my back.
I would say that Blue, Knuckle, not Blue, Skulvin, Knuckle, and Bimp. You guys wake up. You guys hear some noises in the camp. You kind of just
In the camp?
Yeah, inside your guys' little camping area. You kind of shake your heads, and you just kind of lift up, and you try to look around. You see what appears to be a woman sitting next to the fire. Just playing with some cards, what appears to be.
Grab both my swords and put them up against her throat. What are you doing here? No one's out here this late.
We are.
One does not need to draw swords on someone who is unarmed.
She's sketchy. If she was a normal person, she wouldn't have reacted that way.
What are you speaking of, Skulvin?
Okay.
Swipe the cards.
You easily. She doesn't even fight you. They appear to be tarot cards.
Which?
She stands up and she takes the cards from your hands and says, "Yes, that is my official position. But that's okay. Most people,
Where's your dream catchers?
most people are
Look at my arm!
so forthright. Would you like me to take a look at your arm for any particular reason?"
That thing happened earlier. Check it. It's weird.
Knackle and Bimp just kind of... They're sitting a little on edge, but they don't seem to be scared of this woman, as she does not appear to be carrying anything on their possession that seems dangerous, and she seems old and a little bit frail. She looks at you, she looks at you and she says, "Why don't you sit, and I'll take a look."
Sits very abruptly and roughly. Sitting now. Sitting I am.
You're not waking up anyone else?
No.
You guys
Sitting down.
You guys are now sitting, and she starts to fold back the sleeve of your armor, like kind of pulling it back so that way it exposes your bare skin of your wrist.
What? You cut out.
Oh, I see. You carry a blessing on your person.
Blessing.
Yes. A blessing from one of the old gods.
If you know anything about the old gods, then grabs a long sword. Investigate this thing. It gave me that.
I know not that of weapons, but I do recognize symbols, and I am a teller of fortune.
That sword gave me that. Sword gave me that.
She just kind of looks at the sword and kind of just puts it down on the ground next to
Sorry
you.
for zoning out.
Oh, you're fine. She just kind of takes the sword from your possession and puts it right beside you. The sword is just an extension of your connection to one of the old gods.
Man, explaining why I heard a voice in the back of my head said, interesting, really scary like.
Can I try to wake up from Govan yelling?
Roll me a... what would be the check for this? Roll me a...
Constitution.
Yeah, let's go Constitution.
Okay.
Nope,
Nah.
you are fast asleep.
I am out cold.
You are tired.
Oof.
She's just inspecting...
Can I roll?
If you'd
Can I
like,
try to wake up?
if you'd like to.
Alright. God, my brain. Shut up. Yeah, I'm out cold till 2, I think.
You are fast asleep.
Yep.
You stir a
Dang it.
little bit, but you just kind of just roll over.
It's having a nice kitty nap. Nice cat nap.
It is just an extension of her connection to you.
Who's her?
You, son, do not recognize the symbol.
Of course I don't recognize this symbol. I'm a freaking lizard person.
She just kind of gives you a sideways glance. This is
Lizard. Holds tail. Lizard person.
This is a symbol of the goddess of shadows, Krithmas.
Shadows. Yes. Everything I know. I see nothing because I. What are you talking about?
She has given you a blessing. Very rare of the old gods to do that anymore.
Voice crack. What are you hiding?
I'm not hiding anything from you.
It's cracking with age.
I am simply telling you what I do know.
Then we are no further business. I'm tired.
Would you like your fortune
I
told?
can sleep. Not really, but sure, go ahead.
She pulls out her cards and she just kind of shuffles them. Pick a card.
Pick a card, any card.
Any card?
Yep, she kind of just stretches out the deck. Basically, between between three fingers, she stretches out the deck so you can literally grab any of the cards from the tarot deck.
Eeny, meeny, miny. This one.
You pull a card,
Duh.
and you see what appears to be a man hanging upside down from a rope.
Oh, that's not good.
Symbol of the hangman.
Does this mean I die?
No,
Does this part when I die?
no. You misunderstand how tarot cards are interpreted.
Of course I do. I don't know anything of religion. Or
Well,
intelligence, of that matter.
this is mysticism. The hangman.
You lost me. Continue.
The hangman is somebody who is longing, somebody who is yearning for something, but feels like they're suspended, hanging from where they feel they need to be to where they actually have to be. Tell me, son, have you ran away from someone?
Yeah. Yeah.
It's okay. We all run when things are needed to be. The cards simply tell me that you are moving, but suspended. Pick another card. She holds the deck out so you can still grab another card.
This one.
You pull it, and what appears to be a boy wearing a crown that seems to be a bit bigger than it should be. The prince. Fortune lies in your wake. Great fame and power. But of course, the card it also represents danger. A boy taking on a position much bigger than they are. There may be situations that will be bigger than you think they are in your future. One more card should complete the fortune. And she stretches out the deck one more time for you to grab one more card.
This one.
You will pull it. And what you see is a little odd. It appears to be a symbol of a puppet holding two orbs with a symbol in the center. Oh. Interesting. Appears to be the Wheel of Fate. This is a tricky card to tell what may happen. Things beyond your control. People and creatures appear to be manipulating the world around you. Ever changing, making people question their goals. Nevertheless, there is a path to follow. But whether it's the path you want to follow or the path you don't is yet to be determined. I see. And she picks up the cards and puts it back in the deck. Very interesting. Your future will be most intriguing. She turns to Bimp and Knackle. Would either of you like your fortunes read?
Someone wake me up.
Because you can't.
I'm skeptical.
Knackle will simply shake his head and go, "No, thank you. Some things are better left a mystery, especially for someone who can live pretty much forever."
Bimp will have her fortune read.
Okay.
Do I get a roll anything for that?
Nope.
Nope.
Wake me up.
Bimp will walk over and sit next to Sculvin. I will have my fortune read, please. Very well, young child. Allow me. As she shuffles the deck. For an older woman, she appears to be able to be doing this like a pro.
Can I start snoring?
Yes, you successfully start snoring.
Sorry.
Just in the distance, Sculvin and Bimp, all you hear is.
I throw a rock at Blue to wake him up.
Okay.
Wake up loudly, Blue, so I can wake up too.
You throw a rock, but you're not really paying attention. It kind of falls short of Blue.
Dang it.
There was no attack roll or anything.
Nope, you seem to be
Oh,
be lost in thought with everything that's going on.
Oh.
Bimp. The cards are pulled out in front of you. And you can grab any card you wish.
I take the one
You say Bimp takes the centermost one and reveals it to be what appears to be a humanoid figure, dressed in what appears to be robes, holding a book in their hand. The scholar. This simply states that you are a very intelligent person. You hold books and knowledge to be something in high regard. However, it also shows that you have a lack of experience with people. You know more about books than you know about emotions of others. Pick another card. And she shows you the cards
I
again.
take one closer to the this side.
Okay, so she picks basically the bottom of the deck card. On this card, this appears to be a symbol of a man holding weapons, but not in a sense of threatening, more like in a stance. Basically like three people standing in a row, in like a segment. Interesting. The symbols of the night. Symbol of loyalty, a symbol of honor. It simply shows you have great faith in structure. You believe things to be organized, but like the knight, you are willing to charge and save those in danger and in need. You care a great deal for people, even ones you may not know well. A good sign to have. One more card to finish the reading.
I take the one closer to the top.
Okay, you take like the fourth from the top.
Yeah.
Okay. You flip it and it reveals, like Sculvin, the symbol of the puppet holding an orb in each hand with a symbol in the center. Interesting. The Wheel of Fate. It's very rare for people to get similar fortunes. There are creatures and people who are influencing the world around you, affecting the way things are perceived, and you are walking a path that you may or may not want to walk, but you won't know until you go. Very interesting. Folds the cards up. It appears this old woman has taken up too much of your time as it is. A word of caution, though, as she stands up. When setting watch, I would make sure that who you have watching your camp stays awake. And she starts walking back out of the camp towards the divot just outside.
Scoven just turns his head towards Blue. Throws a rock at Blue.
Okay, but I say now you're looking directly at him, and you just throw the rock. It hits him. Blue, roll me a con saving throw, or just a con check.
Damn.
Roll over.
Walks over to Blue, kicks him in the face.
Okay, Blue, you wake up to getting kicked in the face.
Make lots of noise when we wake up, Blue.
Blue, you get kicked in the face. You feel pain in your nose and in your forehead.
Wait, am I? Okay, good. Never mind. Sorry. Wasn't sure if I actually was muted somehow.
No, you're fine.
I yelled out in pain and grabbed my nose. What the heck?
You fell asleep on your watch.
Kazir wakes. Can I have Kazir wake up hearing the sounds?
With Blue just straight up yelping in pain, you would wake up.
Yes.
Who's to blame for that, making me walk a long way carrying 100 pounds?
I didn't ask you to come to my campfire, you just chose to. Kicks him in the stomach.
I'm not going out alone.
About to say, Garnan and Richard would also wake up to the sound of this.
I just shrug it off and go back to sleep.
Okay. About to say, Garnan, you open your eyes, you see what's going on, and you're just like, fucking idiots, and just turn around.
It's too late for this BS.
Richard just kind of rubs his eyes. What's going on? Why are you guys?
Kazir's like, what the hell happened? What's going on? Why are we all getting woken up at this time of night?
Because he fell asleep during his watch.
About to say, you guys can see off in the distance that the sun is starting to rise. It is almost daybreak.
Oh.
Did we finish a long rest, Winter?
It has just about been 6 hours. So yes, you guys would be just finishing a long rest.
Sweet.
Oh.
Can I get?
Kazir notices the sun just starting to rise. Oh, it's almost time to get going anyway. So.
I give a look at the keg, but then just wave it off.
Roll.
Not until we get back to town.
Okay.
Can I carry Blue all the way back to town?
I mean, you could.
Roll a
Try.
check.
I would just ask you to roll me an athletics check.
Athletics?
Yep.
Oh, well,
That's a 18.
Because it's a physical. It is a physical strenuous activity.
18.
So 18? Yeah, you're able to carry Blue. Blue's not that heavy. His backpack seems to be a little bit heavier than he is.
I want to run into town.
Run into town? Yeah, you book it. No problem.
I want to book it too.
Don't forget the keg!
Kazir grabs the keg and
Richard will grab the other side and help you carry it.
Cool.
Yeah.
Bimp
Gotta
and
have it
Knackle
hard.
will follow right behind you guys, but they're not in any rush to run up to you guys. So you guys are running through the fields back to on the path back to Belval. You guys are still somewhat of a distance away. You're still looking at about a 3 to 4 hour walk, or in this case,
Yes.
if you run, you can get there in probably a little over 2 hours.
Can I start playing
Run!
flute?
What's up,
I
Blue?
want to play my flute.
Roll
I'm gonna
performance with disadvantage.
Can I set him down so whenever he plays his flute?
If you set him
Yeah,
down,
yeah.
Garnan is going to get a very far advantage. Get very far ahead of you.
Then no,
Okay.
I keep on running.
Oh, that is a 12.
You're playing a tune. It's not the best tune you've ever played. You know for a fact that it's getting muddled up because every time you're trying to
I'm
play
bouncing.
your flute, yeah, you're bouncing, so you're kind of biting your flute as you're trying to play it. So, but it's still it's not bad. It's just not. It's far from your best performance. It's a little subpar.
Can I kick a rock at Garnon's legs to make him slow down?
Garden has a bit of a
What?
distance ahead of you. And you'd have to try to spot a rock. So roll me a perception check with disadvantage because you're running.
Fair enough. Watch this, 2 natural 20s. As soon as it loads. That's not a natural 20.
2 natural 5, so.
Close enough.
That's 8.
As you're running, the only kind of rocks you see ahead of you that would allow you that you'd be able to kick are roughly. They're not huge. They're probably a little smaller than the size of a baseball.
Can I throw my sling bolt at him?
I want to yell at Garnan. I want to yell at Garnan. I want to yell at Garnan and say, "Hey, your shoe's untied."
I ignore him.
Noted.
He doesn't
Oh wait,
have
wouldn't there be a
shoes.
deception check for that? Sorry.
I mean, a deception check, yes. You can definitely roll one.
Yes, rolling deception.
He doesn't wear shoes.
Oh wait. Well, you'd have to be pretty stupid
Winter?
to call that, but yeah.
Make him roll insight. Make him do it. Make him
Yes.
roll insight.
Yes.
But I would say, have you roll me an insight check, Garnan.
Oh, will it work?
No.
So hold on.
Dang.
With your bonuses, what is your deception?
+2, so I got
18.
So you're and Garnan, you're 15 plus.
2, so 17.
You at the mention of it, you briefly look down, but you know for a fact it's fine. It doesn't bother you. But
Wait,
you
I
do.
don't have shoes.
You basically just look down for 2 seconds, notice it, and keep running. You don't even slow down. You know what these people are all about.
Shoot him. I said a blue.
I don't take out my sling, but I take out one of the bolts and throw it.
Roll me a disadvantage.
Come on. Come on. Dang it.
Plus,
You're
You're
throwing.
sharing.
About to say you're throwing it, so strength.
Or can I use
that
dexterity
is
because he's
a
throwing?
10.
I would say because the bolt is so small and he's not using the crossbow, it's a strength.
No, I was
Dang.
throwing with my sling bolts at him.
Oh, sling bolt? Yeah, then definitely strength because you're not able to dexterously try to get a good angle on it because you're forcibly put on somebody's shoulder and forced to run.
I look down at him and say, "Why are we doing this again? And why are you carrying me?"
Because why not? And I keep on running.
All right, an hour
I
passes.
start sprinting.
An hour passes. I'm gonna have to ask that Garnan and Skolvin, roll me Constitution saving throws.
Good, Garnet. I'll roll after you.
It doesn't want to load.
Way.
Load already.
Try rolling again. If it doesn't load the first time.
Okay.
Load already, you turd. Let me restart Discord.
Bans the bot.
My cat is just
Well, you
stretched
guys
out on my bed.
What's up?
My cat is just stretched out on
you
my
guys
bed.
are currently just casually walking while two people decided they wanted to run directly ahead.
And I'm being carried
One of them
by
carrying
one
a
of the
person on their
runners.
shoulders. That's a
Uh-oh.
10. I got a 10.
No,
You just barely break over. You
Yeah.
feel you are breathing harder, but you're not quite at the point of being exhausted.
My thing is
You got a 3,
+4.
Okay,
Up
so
+4.
7.
so 7.
Garnan, you're feeling a little winded from this. You're not used to running for an hour straight without a break. Your ribs are starting to hurt, and your breaths are coming in a little bit more ragged. If you keep pushing yourself this way, it will lead you to getting a point of exhaustion.
What does exhaustion do again?
Exhaustion at level 1 of exhaustion, you get a disadvantage on your skill checks.
Well, thing.
So so basically it's like
All skill checks.
yeah, if you roll a strength check, a dex check, or a constitution check, or anything
Power
like that,
through
it's... Hold on. Actually, I want to double check this just to make sure.
Check.
I say effects of exhaustion.
Kitty, stop licking yourself.
Yep. When you're at a level 1 of you're at level 1 of exhaustion, and you get disadvantages on ability checks.
Power through it.
Okay. You guys keep running. 2 hours in, have you both roll me another Constitution saving throw.
And Ralph, you have to roll disadvantage.
It is a saving throw, so it's actually not a disadvantage. Just ability checks have a disadvantage.
Fine. Fine. I
Or-
still win. That's an 18.
I got 13.
You both are able to keep up the pace. It's pretty rough going. But to say, with that 12, you just beat the threshold of continuous running. Because as you guys keep running, that DC is just going to get higher and higher.
Can I
Keep running.
give Skolvin some water?
I just imagine that Baloo's kid just being your pick crew is just like, keep running. Okay, you got this. All right, you're good. You want some water? Here. Okay, cool. Now, hold on. You need a little bit of a shoulder rub? There you go. That way your muscles don't get too tight. Keep going.
Yeah.
I forgot that I was still carrying Blue on my shoulders while running past him.
Well, I mean,
Did we sit down yet?
because Blue is still on your shoulder, you are not able to catch up with Garnet as he's able to maintain his pace.
I still want to try to beat Garnet in this race.
But to say,
Tackle with me then.
yeah, Knackle's with you. So is Richard and Kazir.
Okay.
Literally everyone but us three
Knackle
idiots.
carrying me.
I'm being
Actually, us
carried,
two
but I'm not
idiots.
stopping it.
You're able to keep
Us
up,
us
no problem.
two idiots. I just brought Blue on my shoulders by
Speed is
force.
What, 25, I think.
By force.
A little less than
But I
half.
just
So
didn't stop
after
you.
running for nearly 2.5 hours, you guys see Belleville. Belleville is in the distance. It's not that far away.
I want to try to sprint past Garnet.
If I went into rage, would it make me go faster?
Yes,
No.
actually, it does give you a little extra speed.
I want to do that.
No. What's your reasoning to be rage while running, huh?
Well, technically, as a barbarian, you don't need a reason to rage. You can literally step into rage if you want.
Yeah, so
He's
But-
mad that
Oh,
you're trying to beat him.
rage and
Plus, also, if he really needed a reason, he did get smashed by an ogre.
Fine. You know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna drop
That
blue.
feeling
I'm
about
just
that.
gonna drop. I'm not gonna slam down or anything.
Can I
I'm gonna
grab
drop
onto
blue,
him?
pull up my longbow, and shoot an arrow right in front of his feet.
Okay, well, for starters, Blue, I want you. He's just straight up dropping you. Would you like to try to hang on to him, or would you like to try to roll away?
Oh. What would trying to grab on them do?
That would be
What-
that would be an athletics check to try to hang on to him, and it would
Well-
be an acrobatics check to try to roll away. And I can hear you.
I want to do an acrobatics check. I want to roll away.
Okay, so he drops you. Roll me an acrobatics check.
Okay, that's a 17.
It's a little rough as you're getting as you're kind of abruptly flung off, and you're just like shit. So you just
Dark Souls style.
yeah, you kind of just tuck in your shoulder and you just roll. It's a little rough. And,
Mirror's Edge.
yeah, it's a little rough. It does hurt a little bit as you're doing it, but it's not bad. You've been thrown out of bars before. It's not as bad as that.
I want to take my longbow and shoot an arrow right in front of Garnan's feet.
Roll me a roll me a dex check.
Dex, not 20. Dang it. That is a 16.
You shoot it forward, and you're able to get it in front of Garnan. Not necessarily directly in front of him, but ahead of him. Garnan can see an arrow that's been shot and is right there. But I will say that you had to stop if you want to aim that precisely, or take a disadvantage.
Disadvantage.
Okay, roll me again then.
What'd he do? Oh.
I rolled a nat 1. That's what I did.
Hold on.
He ends up just shooting it in front of himself and tripping himself or something.
That is about accurate. You try to fire the bow, but you're fumbling. Your fingers are fumbling because you've never really tried to run and fire at the same time. So while doing so, you launch it and you're like, yes, it went super far. Truth is, it went like a foot ahead of you. You didn't see it land, so as you ran, you just it caught the edge of your foot and you just fall on your face.
I want to roll deception and say that he dropped his great axe.
Pardon me. Ugh.
About to say, you can try rolling a deception check. Double nat ones.
That's sad.
I'm fjord. I'm fjord.
Yeah, you're fjord right now. You try to say that, and what you do instead is you bite your tongue.
Did he take damage for rolling a nat 1 twice in a row?
He doesn't take damage necessarily because he wasn't trying to do anything like any attack actions
He
necessarily
trips
that way.
and falls on his face.
Yeah,
I want to cry very pitifully and make Garnan feel sad for me.
Put him out the misery.
Rolling. Should I roll for this or?
I would say at this point, Garnan is so far away that he doesn't see it.
It's great.
Roll for sadness.
Oh, for
No,
not-
don't. We know what happened last time that happened. We
That's-
rolled for that.
That's a 7. You're not super sad. You're more frustrated about the situation.
Can I go over to him and pat his head?
there.
How far
You
away
did
is
good,
he?
buddy?
At this point, Garnan is basically at the entrance of Belleville, and you're like 70
I need
feet.
feet.
You're about 70 feet behind.
I want to shoot another arrow at his legs and try
You're
to
so-
miss, but also try not to miss.
You are on the ground. It would take you time to get up, and by the time you get up, he'd be in Belleville.
Can I pull him
Rolling with disadvantage.
He's well out of your range.
Urgh.
Oh my god.
What in the world?
Hold on. Yeah, at this point, you try to pull it, but you're so frustrated, you pull back on the string too hard, and you actually break the bowstring.
Correct. Good one.
I'm just laughing as I walk past him.
Sad.
Roll
Rolling for
roll for sadness. You're still not that sad. You're just more frustrated.
Can I run past him to Belleville?
There.
Oh yeah, you can run past him, no problem.
I just leave more in the dust. We're scolding.
Like I said, you guys get into town, no problem. Garnet, you're the first person to show up, and you show up to see them rebuilding, working on the rebuilding projects.
Pardon me.
How bad would it be if I were to burn it down again?
Again.
About to say, if you want to try to burn them down, you'd need to ignite a fire, and if you do so, you would be branded a criminal in the area.
No thanks.
I want to
I
start
just want
walking
to think
towards
about
the
it
town.
now.
You just walk into town.
No, I'm sprinting. Screw it.
Well, you're sprinting. Garnet, what are you doing?
No, I'm just walking into town normally.
Okay. You just walk in like a casual traveler.
And then I'm gonna.
Go ahead.
What'd you say?
Waiting on you, Elf.
What?
About to say,
What were you gonna say?
what were you gonna say?
No, I'm just waiting on them. I'm walking into town.
Okay. About to say, you walk into town. It takes no time at all for Sculvin and Blue to catch up to you, but they appear to be running right past you.
No, I'm not running past him. I'm gonna like tackle him as I'm coming into town behind him.
I'm running towards the black.
Okay. You guys, so you're running into town. From what you can see, Garnan, Blue just races right past you. He appears to be a man on a mission going somewhere. And then you see a lizard folk charging at you, going for the tackle. Roll me a... This would be... I'd say this would be an attack with... add your strength. So die 20 plus your strength.
Who? Him?
Tackle!
Damn!
Winter, that's a 20.
Yep, about to say, I
Holy
can see
shit.
that. Garnan, you see this lizard folk charging at you, and you're kind of like he wouldn't, and then he just tackles right into you, and you both fall to the ground.
I get up and punch the crap out of him.
Roll the hit. But he's prone right now, so you get advantage.
Roll another one.
Just in case.
Just in case you didn't have 20.
With advantage, you can roll twice. Well,
I did. I didn't even see him roll the nat 20, so...
we only see you roll the dice once.
Yeah, I rolled it twice, but I don't see it showing up at all.
I don't see
No one
either.
does.
It
No one
glitches
does.
sometimes.
Just roll
Oh.
again.
There you go. So with your
So
strength,
anyway, that hits.
So with your strength, that's a 20. So yeah, you just kind of you about to say you tackle him. He pushes you off, no problem. He just kind of turns around, and you just see him raise his fist and punch you across the face.
How much damage?
That would be 4 points of damage.
My internet just really likes to,
Go out.
sometimes.
I want to bite him.
I'm trying to bite him.
If you bite me, I'm pulling out my great axe.
I want to bite him.
About to say, if you attempt to bite him, roll me an attack plus your strength at disadvantage because you're prone.
People are gonna think you're a zombie for trying to bite him.
They might. Yeah, I could.
That's a
do that.
7.
That's a 7. You are unable to do it. You try, and Garnan sees it coming, and he just kind of closes your mouth.
I want to punch him again.
Okay, you roll me.
I'm tired.
Roll the hit.
Roll the hit.
Wait, wouldn't he be
Advantage
prone?
'cause he's still prone.
Yep, it's still advantage because he's still prone.
7.
That doesn't hit.
Plus 3, 10. So yeah, no, that doesn't hit. You punch him. You hit his armor.
Dum.
Just. Ding.
He's like a turtle, and you're punching his shell.
You're
Warning.
So I'm going to speak in Goblin.
okay.
I'm going to say, "You son of a bitch!"
Garnan, do you speak Goblin?
I do not.
Well, then all you hear is.
I just want to punch him again.
All right, roll the hit
With advantage.
with advantage because he's prone. That's a 22 to hit.
Hits.
About to say, with that, you do another 4 points of damage. As you, Sculpin, you just feel another punch just rock you in the face.
I want to try to. Can I stand up?
Yeah, I'm about to say, you can easily stand up. He's not, like, pinning you down or anything. He's just punching you while you're on the ground.
Bite.
You stand up.
Man on the mission.
Natural 1. Hold on.
Damn.
That's
Roll
all
crits.
Ooh.
Bad luck.
So he basically you go for the bite, and Garnan actually just kind of extends his hand and lets you bite him. But as you do so, he just as you kind of bite down, you kind of just catch a part of his clothing, and he just pulls back his wrist. He just pulls back his hand and just punches you to make you release. And you feel like you feel your teeth just kind of clang together in a very painful way.
How much damage?
No damage. You just very pain. You could feel some pain in your teeth.
And now I want to get my hand axe and slice at his armor.
Oh
Not
god.
just scare him.
So you pulled up your hand axe. Roll to hit.
Oi.
So 9 plus your proficiency, which is plus 2 if I remember correctly.
It doesn't hit.
Plus your weapon.
It's a +2, but it still doesn't hit.
So that's.
It
Hold
does
on,
not
doing
hit.
some math. That's a 16 to hit, which does miss. So you try you get to his armor, but you don't quite scrape it. It more like just tings off the top of the armor, and he's able to avoid
Wait,
the rest
hold
of
on.
it.
How do you get a 16?
It's plus his strength plus his proficiency.
But that doesn't add up to 16.
I might have done my math wrong. It happens. But
Oi.
you have an armor class of 19. I wouldn't worry about that.
No, my armor class isn't 19 right now. It's
Oh,
like
it's
18.
It's 18. Well, in that case, again, you don't really have to worry about that because even if with my math wrong, it's a 14.
it would be a 14. I'm sure. Just
Even-
saying.
Question the DM later.
Yes, but any hoozles. Alright, so now that he's officially started to like try to hit me with the hand axe, I'm gonna pull out both my scimitars.
You pull out your scimitars.
So
I'm gonna
random, but they're-
attack twice, once with an action, once with a bonus action.
Are these lethal strikes?
Let's just say they're subdue because I'm not trying to be a murderer.
Okay, but I say just clarifying that right away. So roll that. Ooh,
Am I still in rage?
Oh.
what's up?
Oh.
Rage would end after a round if you do not take damage and if you do not do damage. So when you ran into town and you went from a run to a walk, your rage would have ended.
It ended.
So
both of those.
So the first one, that's the second one, that's a 12 to hit. Does that hit?
That would miss because if I remember correctly, Garnan's armor class is 14.
So
13.
let's just go ahead and roll
13.
for this.
So but that first strike is a natural 20.
So that's
Oh, damn.
14 points of damage.
Yep,
Oh,
14.
Subdue damage.
Yeah, Garnan, you watch as he takes the pommel of his sword and he just smashes it into the side of your skull. You feel it rock you through your body. It does do a lot of damage. Your vision kind of goes double, and you're having a hard time kind of standing because your world is kind of spinning a little bit.
Fine. though.
Jesus. You're
Rick,
taking it too
what's that?
far.
Great axe.
It's subdue damage.
Reckless attack with your great axe.
Yeah.
Are you raging or no raging?
Yes.
In that case, you with reckless attack you get to roll with advantage.
17.
Hits.
Hits?
Plus your proficiency, plus your weapon, so that's
It.
22. Because it's plus
It
5
hits.
with 20. Yes, it does hit. But I'm doing the math correct. I want to make sure I'm doing the math correctly because that's very important. Roll me.
Jesus.
Roll me a die 12 plus your strength.
12 plus 3,
Oh.
15. So that's 30 points of damage.
Is this subdue or is this straight up lethal?
I'll go subdue to be
Okay.
nice.
So he
It's not 30 points of damage.
about to say, so he takes his axe and he basically, instead of going for like a long swing, you watch as Garnan grabs like the tip edge of the axe and he just smashes the flat end right into the front of your face. Unfortunately, you weren't quick enough to dodge, so you just took it full brunt, and you just feel your world spinning. You're
All of the punches and that damage, you're almost.
You basically.
So Winter, I have an ability called Second Wind. I'm gonna use that for my action.
Okay. So with that, if I remember correctly, with Second
So
Wind, you get
1d10.
Okay.
1d10 plus 3.
All right.
That's a 1.
So 4.
So I'm not that much health. And I'm going to bonus action attack with my scimitar for non-lethal damage.
Okay. And because he reckless attacked, you do get advantage.
Yes.
Oh my god!
You don't need advantage. This is making up for all the bad rolls you got earlier.
So that is a 10 points of damage.
Garnet, you take another. You watch as the pommel of the. He takes the pommel of his blade and he just kind of swings it underneath your chin and smacks your head from underneath. That would be another 10 points of damage to your already. Hold on a second.
I have
Wouldn't that mean he's unconscious? Doesn't he have like 24 health?
No, I have 26, so I have 2 health left.
Dang.
How much do you have?
4.
Enough.
So, right, currently you guys are both very ragged.
No, I'm gonna roll with my great axe again.
Okay. Roll to hit. You gonna go reckless again? Oh.
Yep.
Okay. So that's a 19. That's Jesus.
Roll damage.
Roll damage.
Oh, actually, now that I think about it, because you're raging, that damage is halved. So,
Crap.
so that 10 damage is actually only 5 damage.
Okay, cool.
Crap.
So I have 7. Okay. 1.
And you're out. 1 plus 3.
Actually,
Or 1.
hold on.
Yeah,
I need,
1 plus
I
4
need to
is
check.
your
I need to
out.
check something real quick. Hold on. This is very important because barbarians are ridiculous for a reason. Hold on.
Doesn't he give like a plus something amount of damage?
In a melee attack using strength, you gain a bonus to the damage roll that increases as you gain levels as a barbarian, as shown as the rage damage column. Hold on. Rage damage. So you actually, when you're in rage and you attack, you also do an extra +2 damage.
Ooh.
So it's plus your strength, plus 2.
He would be down already then.
No.
You have 4
Yes.
health, don't you?
No, I didn't have 4 health.
Well,
I had 9.
Like 4 health, 4 damage, doesn't he?
Well, right now, because of even with that 1 point of damage, you still do plus your strength, which is +3, and then plus your rage damage, which is plus another +2. So you're doing a total of 6 damage right there.
Alright, so I'm going to go ahead and attack with 1 scimitar.
Okay.
Did he use a reckless attack? Yeah, he did.
Yes,
so
he
I get
did.
advantage.
Yes. Thank
Thank
goodness
God,
you
Not
do.
1.
Does a 14 hit?
Yes.
The thing with barbarians,
Alright.
their armor class is lower, but the trade-off is that rage halves most damage.
And I'm going to roll to hit with a bonus action scimitar.
Hit. Just check if
Yep, definitely does hit. So,
So 2d6
yep, 2d6 damage.
plus 4.
So,
That's 14 points of
14.
damage.
but because he's in rage, that is cut in half to
It's 7.
7 points of damage.
I'm knocked out.
Garnan, you take these 2 blows. Basically, how I picture it is that Skulvin kind of gets up to you and kind of oh god, what is the term? He feints to attack you directly, so you kind of get ready to block it, and then he takes both blades and he just takes the pommels directly to both sides of your skull. It kind of collides, and your eyes roll to the back of your head, and you just kind of fall to the ground unconscious. And because it's subdue damage, you are not bleeding. You are just on the floor, unconscious.
Going to carry his body, unconscious body.
At that
With
point,
massive unconscious
however,
body.
you watch as 3 armed figures walk up to you, weapons drawn, and they look at you and say, "Okay, I want you to drop the weapon."
Drops both weapons. You're friends. It's fine. It was friendly spar.
Now, what the hell are you doing attacking this person?
He beat me in a race. Whenever we were on our way back from killing Gogi.
Roll me
I don't know what that was, but that was funny. Shut up!
Scovin, roll me a persuasion check at disadvantage.
Oh, no. Oh, yes. Oh, no.
Okay, yay. That's a 12.
They just look at you just like you attacked him because he beat you in a race.
Yes.
I'm gonna have to ask you to come with us to go see Napoleon.
Wait, can I go back? Can I go back from here and fighting?
I would say you made your decision. You booked it directly to the
True.
blacksmith.
Yeah, I want to go sell my stuff. I don't care about them.
So they pick up your weapons, and they.
Oh yeah. I have this thing. Pulls out the other longbow I picked up and the longsword. These two.
About to say they're sheathed and they are put away, so they're not worried about it. But they are now. There are two guards are escorting you to the barracks.
To Napoleon.
To Napoleon, and Garnand, you are currently being carried by one of the guards as he kind of fireman carries you to the barracks where they're gonna have a physician check you out. While that's happening, Blue, you make your way over to the blacksmith and you see a man sitting outside working on a forge. He appears to be darker skinned. His hair is fairly trimmed, not super. It's not super like poofy or long. It's just pretty. It's decently trimmed, and he's wearing a classic like blacksmith's getup. So a little bit of a long sleeve shirt with what appears to be a black apron, and wearing goggles.
I go up to him holding the straps of my backpack.
Okay, you walk up, and you're standing in front of the blacksmith shop.
How much will you give me for these? Cha-ching, 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 cha-ching.
Are you gonna say anything to him, or are you just gonna? He seems to be pretty lost in what he's doing.
I go
Threatening
up to
stare.
I go up to him and kind of poke his shoulder.
Ah, shit, yo! Oh, sorry about that, son. You scared the crap out of me. What can I do for you?
Well, me and other Solarians killed Ogi. I got quite a lot of things for you.
He just kind of gives you a sideways glance, and he just hold on a second, and he puts what appears to be a sword that he was working on in the water, and you hear the and he sets it on, and then he pulls it out and he sets it on his anvil. You mean to tell me that you killed Ogi?
That's exactly what I just said. Well, not me alone, but I just came to you first.
I was about to say, you don't exactly look like the warrior type.
I'm more of a bard, as you can tell from my several instruments, but yeah, I did pretty good.
I could see that, but how can I help you today?
Well, I found quite a lot of stuff at his place. I put my backpack on the floor, opened it up, showing him the 20 daggers.
So you pull
What
up.
do I get for these?
You pull up 20 daggers, and he just kind of looks at them and he starts to inspect them. Alright. They seem to be in alright quality. Not exactly pristine and appear to have some nicks and some damage. honestly, I'd probably melt these down so I can make some proper daggers. I'd still say between 20 of them, I'd still be willing to give you 2 gold each.
That's enough for me. I didn't really do the fortune, just did the carrying.
So that would be a total of 40 gold pieces for you for the 20 daggers.
Yeah.
You made a profit. After you're done with the deal, is there anything else you want to ask him?
I ask him if he has either a hand crossbow or if he can do anything with the
I'm gonna use the bathroom.
Okay.
with the short sword I got.
But I say he definitely does have a hand crossbow. He does make weapons for the guards, and he always has extras. He looks through his inventory real quick. Totally not an excuse for me to take a look at the book. Here we go. For a light crossbow, you're looking about 20 gold.
Okay. I give him half of the gold that he gave me.
I'll take my character back.
But to say he will take your gold and happily give you a hand crossbow.
Where's my NPC back?
Here you are. Here you are, sir. Anything else I can help you with?
I think that's about it.
Fair enough. Well, appears to be some kind of commotion going on over there. And he points out to the guards escorting your friend Skolvin. And also one of them apparently fireman carrying Garnan.
Sco just has like the innocent, awkward smile on his face.
I face palm and say, "Those are my friends. The other Solaires. They're both idiots."
I could probably agree that they are, but you know what? That's okay. I'm used to folk that are not exactly as smart as they should be.
Yeah, but they're pretty fighters, and I see they fought each other. And I bet I can guess I know the reason.
Fair enough. Well, you best go catch up with them. It looks like they're being brought to the barracks.
I give a small wave to the I give a small wave to the blacksmith as if saying that I'm probably gonna be back later, and then I run over to the guards.
Fair enough. I'm about to say you catch up to the guards as they're walking into the barracks. As you guys are all walking in, the guards immediately drop Garnan in the nearest bunk so he could just sleep it off. And they, about to say Skolvin, they force the 2 guards force you to sit down in a chair. And
Sorry.
one of them looks at... Go ahead.
How long will it wait?
Ow!
Because
That was
because you're unconscious, it basically you need to take the equivalent of a short rest. So you're gonna be unconscious for about an hour, unless you're healed.
Okay.
Basically, the 3 guards look at each other, and 2 of them look at one of them and says, go get the captain. He's gonna want to handle this situation." And they go. One guy goes, and he comes back with, obviously, the Captain Napoleon.
Hi, Napoleon.
Well, now,
Back.
there you are. This seems a little fast for you guys. What are you fellers doing back here already?
We killed him.
We had a race, and the race he passed out during the race. So
No, he didn't.
Now, son, do I look like a raisin that's been sitting out in the sun? I know you boys were fighting. There were many witnesses.
Did you guys really have to fight in
Yes.
town square?
Yes.
How far away from town?
You're unconscious, so shut up. But yes. Yes.
I talk in my sleep, so yes.
Just the spirit of Garnet. Yes.
Yeah.
I look at Napoleon and smile. We did it!
Well, it
Oh
was,
yeah. He's deader than hell, so. Thumbs
well,
up?
now that,
Yeah?
I mean, we didn't get any zombies last night, which is a first since this whole situation happened.
Well, we saw a pile of dead bodies coming back here.
And
I think that was them.
during our fight with Ogie, he destroyed our wagon because he hated horses for
Lies.
some reason.
Yeah.
He hated horses, just
Lies.
hated horses.
I just speak over him just saying lies every time he says it.
Lies, 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 lies.
Now, Napoleon, would I ever lie to you?
Here,
I
Here's-
just did, but like, besides the point.
Roll me
here's
a,
the real story. Scolvin here tried to drive the wagon up a hill and got crushed by a
Shush,
boulder.
shush, 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 shush. No, didn't happen.
Yes, it did.
Slap.
as you guys are doing this, you see one of the guards come back in. Captain, it appears that the rest of the group seems to have returned.
Finally.
Well, now, why were you
I
all
assume there's-
separated?
I point over.
Scolvin decided to pick me up and run.
I point at the unconscious man in the, with the fur bulk, yes, him.
He has a name.
I point at him and I say, I challenged him to a race, and he said that if we did it fair, I would win too easily.
Scolvin
So
lost.
he made me have a handicap with carrying this skin and bones
Lies.
dude over here. Yes.
Lies.
Roll me a persuasion check with disadvantage because Blue is pointing
Just
out your
saying a
lies.
lie. Roll
God
again.
dang it. This is gonna be a nat 1, isn't it?
Dang.
That's a 14. Flat 14.
Blue, I'd like you to roll me a persuasion check.
Just one. Ha! That's a 10. You don't get advantage.
Okay. Persuasion. I have a +6. So yeah,
That's
10.
a 10. That's below me. Ha!
Napoleon just kind of scratches his chin. And how about you explain why he has all these bruises on his body, especially around his cranium?
Well, you see, I lost the race, and as you always do whenever you lose races, you promptly beat up the winner, but you do not kill him. you attack the winner, but you do not hurt the winner. You see, I subdued him.
Roll me a deception
those-
check.
I just mumble lies again.
He rolled a 19. He just looks at you like, son, were you dropped on your head?
Yes,
I
multiple times.
don't- I look at the captain dead in the eye. I say, I don't remember.
I fell into a shark's mouth, and I would sooner fall in it again than believe that.
I just face palm and
But I did lose the race. I
He
did lose the
did,
race.
badly. I tell him the story of him trying to shoot Garnet, but it end up sticking into the ground, and then him tripping over the arrow.
While you guys are explaining all this stuff, the guard comes in and says, Sir, the rest of their party, and at that point, Bimp, Knackle, and Kazir have come in.
Where's Richie? I look around. Where's Richie?
How do you
He's
spell
not
Kazir? I don't actually know.
I sort of just like pat Blue on the back of the shoulder. He's not allowed back in town, you idiot.
He helped us.
But they don't know that.
Well, now they do.
But he's still banished for freaking bringing upon this curse on their land. It's not that simple. Where he helped us, and now
Napoleon
he's
straight in the eyes and said,
You do know I'm right here, right in front of you, right?
I know.
Uh,
I know.
yes.
Richie helped us.
He just kind of looks. Well, roll me a persuasion check, because you got to make him believe this.
That's 11.
Oh, yeah, I'm gonna roll an insight for him. That's a whopping 5. He just kind of gives you a sideways glance. Well, it's good to see Richard is learning from his mistakes. Unfortunately, though, what's done is done, and there's nothing I can do about it. He has been sentenced with banishment. It is the only fitting thing I can do, and it's the only solemn I can give him. For the only other option I could have given him is death.
Can you at least come into the town and drink some of the beer we brought?
So just like it's just like slap Blue on the shoulder again. He's banished for bringing in this freaking curse.
But he helped
Who's
me
the
bring
idiot
beer
now?
Back. He helped me bring the beer. He deserves to drink some of it.
No, Kasir did.
Kazir, if you want to chime in, you can, but because you are there in the room now. I think Stray is preoccupied.
Stray, if you're muted, I will never forgive you.
Ow.
Ow!
Now you feel the pain. I didn't realize.
Turn down your mic. Turn down your mic. Ow!
How?
It's loud.
I didn't realize. How did I turn it up even?
It got
You
louder.
just shouted into the mic.
Sorry, I didn't mean to yell.
No,
I just felt really stupid.
It's your turn.
But yeah,
Yes, I know. Well, he did help bring the beer in, or meat or whatever it was.
Ale, mead, similar concept.
Ale.
An alcoholic beverage.
The booze. Well, he did help bring the booze in. But, yeah, I could understand why they wouldn't want him back. I mean, how many people did die because he brought the curse on the land?
How many more people would have died if he didn't help us?
True, but
Probably not a whole lot since we would have killed him.
we could have killed them. I think we could have killed the giant without his help, but
I would like to point out that Richard did do most of the work with the skeletons we originally bumped into.
That's true.
We would have died there.
I could have taken him. I was just off that day.
One of them tried to kill you because you look sad.
You failed so
No.
pathetically, you actually cried!
No. No. No, I didn't. Not me. Me? Pathetic? No.
You know it's done.
No. No. I'm not pathetic. You're pathetic.
You acted pathetic.
You're pathetic.
Your mom is pathetic.
I
don't even know her. How dare you?
What?
Sorry, I don't know why that came out.
I just glare at Napoleon when he said that.
I glare at Blue. Menacing. Rolling to threaten him.
He's just standing there, menacingly.
Menacingly.
Roll an insight check, Blue.
Okay.
I'm trying to threaten you.
Man, Blue, you're just having a rough
Get
day
threatened.
today.
I just look over to you, and I just don't know why you're looking at me.
Staring intensifies.
Well, either way, unfortunately, there's nothing I can do for Richard. Richard has made his bed, and he has to lie in it. If he comes into town, I will be forced to punish him with martial law. In other words, he'd have to kill him.
Yeah.
Fine.
Instead.
But we are having the bit of an issue that we're missing a carriage for unexplained reasons.
And
Explain
two
the
horses.
reasons.
Well, unfortunately, we can't help with that. Most of our stuff, it was destroyed in the zombie attacks. It's going to take some time. In fact, you'll be doing us a favor if you could go talk to Sammy and get a letter from him to have Peglin send supplies for rebuilding.
I'll go talk to Sammy.
It's just it take us a while to get there because it's a 2 days ride in horse carriage.
He just kind of looks at you and he just kind of shrugs. Unfortunately, there really isn't anything we can do. It's going to take time to rebuild.
No worries. We can walk.
Okay, I'm
We
gonna go
got a few stops
outside and
on the way
take a
back
little.
anyways.
I'm gonna go outside, take a little peruse in the forest, if you don't mind me.
Can we stay
Well, the forest
here for
is
the day?
the forest is a little bit of a distance away. It would take you about 20-minute walk back the way towards Peglin.
That's
Ask
fine.
Napoleon if he can...
I'm okay with the 20-minute walk.
Keep
Ask
in mind
Napoleon if we can stay here for
how
the
far
day.
we walked before and had not rested yet.
Hmm.
What are you asking?
And the fight.
What are you asking, Napoleon?
I'm gonna ask him if we can stay here for the day and pass around some booze.
Well,
Celebrate that it's finally over.
if what you say is true, then absolutely.
I watched his body burn. He's dead.
Bimp actually looks and says, "I can verify that his body was burned to a crisp. The curse will take time to recede, though. It is not an instantaneous effect."
It did kill all the zombies, so you don't have to deal with them.
Well, roll me a religion check.
Religion. What the heck? That
Pardon me.
is a... no, that is a 5.
Based on what you know about curses, they are dangerous and they can be causing problems.
They
You have
cause stuff.
You have no idea how when a curse is undone, how that affects everything else.
Hey, Winter.
Ah,
Yeah?
I had a question. That's
What's up?
not really related to what's going on.
What's up?
Do you plan on ever giving us, like, magic weapons or tools or stuff like that?
Magic weapons
we
and
have
tools?
one. We have one.
Just out of curiosity.
Yeah, you guys can easily find some, or if you want to talk to a blacksmith about making them, you certainly can, but it does cost
Well,
money.
Well, we have a magic item.
Not yours. I mean, one
Oh, so I don't matter? Okay, fine.
Exactly.
But yes, you guys can easily find it in your adventures and in dungeons, or if you'd prefer to buy it, you can easily talk to a blacksmith. But if you talk to a blacksmith, it will cost money because actually not even a blacksmith. You have to talk to an enchanter. Okay.
Yeah,
costs
get
a pretty penny.
Get the actual blade from the blacksmith. You'd enchant it as an enchanter.
About to say, so you're looking depending on the enchantment, it would cost a certain amount.
I stretch your bit, point to Kazier and tell him to keep the booze safe, and I'm going to Sammy.
Gives a thumbs up.
So
Going to,
what's up?
am I at the forest yet?
You are, well, you're having to walk through town and then get outside of town and then walk. I would say that Blue, you're able to get to Sammy faster. So, Blue, you walk into Sammy's office.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry.
How's it going, Samuel?
I wasn't expecting you to come back so soon. I apologize. Something I can help you with?
Well, we killed Ogie in a massive horde of skeletons.
He just, he looked at you flabbergasted. What? You, hold on, you killed Ogie?
What? Yeah, we did.
He looks bewildered. Like he did not expect that. He did not expect you to hear that.
With a bit of radiant damage, it wasn't really that hard. Surprisingly.
He just kind of sits there, leans back in his chair. I mean, I know that no zombies attacked last night. It was the first night since the curse started that we haven't had any zombies.
We killed him, and while walking back, we saw a massive pile of dead zombies.
But by dead, you mean...
We
Dead,
mean,
dead.
like, not undead, but actual dead. I poked it with a stick.
Interesting. He just kind of writes some stuff in a book. Okay. Fair enough. Well, in that case, that should make rebuilding so much easier. But what brings you into the office today?
Oh, I was gonna ask if I could get a letter from you asking for supplies. Because when we go back to Belleville, Pegland, I'm gonna give the Lord Fair and Marklehay the letter, so we'll send you supplies. We've cleared out Cobalt Hall plus the zombies, so they'll have a pretty easy track getting.
He just kind of nods his head and he's like, "This will make things go a lot smoother and a lot easier if we had some assistance." Hold on. And he pulls out a piece of paper and he pulls out his quill and ink, and you just see him go to town writing a letter. Like, his handwriting seems very clean, very well. He seems to be very punctual with his words. He folds it and he puts it into an envelope and he hands it to you.
I take it and put it in my my backpack in a safe place.
Okay.
So we went into Ogie's cave and found quite a lot of supplies. You should probably send some people to go there, because there was a couple barrels of weapons. If you can get those weapons to the blacksmith, you can reforge them to help your army.
Something to consider. But for right now, we need the support. The moment the support comes in, I can easily send some of the guards to, and that whole area is cleared out, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
You made sure.
I will send a few guards that way to accommodate anything you guys left behind. I mean, as your guy, why? But my question: why didn't you bring them back with you? You guys had a cart.
Well, here's the funny story. While fighting a horde of skeletons, Scolvin decided it'd be a good idea to drag the cart up a hill. At the same time as a skeleton was pushing a boulder down that hill. Both of the horses died. Scolvin nearly died. And quite a few of our party members were injured.
Are we still talking about the boys?
Right now, you, Knackle, Kazir, and Garnan are currently in the barracks, guarding the keg, getting it ready for kind of a drinking situation. Garnan's still unconscious for a little bit longer. Scolvin is heading to the forest just outside of town. about 20 minutes back the way you guys came from Pegland, and currently Blue is talking to Samuel.
Did bring back 20 daggers and gave them to the blacksmith, though.
Good. We can use all the things we can get. Okay.
I was wondering where Napoleon was.
Napoleon's with you guys.
That's what I thought.
This is Samuel that they're talking
Oh.
to. Napoleon sounds like
Yeah.
this. Samuel's more clean and more educated.
Samuel reminds me of Hamilton.
Accurate. Very accurate. Anyways, is there anything else I can help you guys with?
Well, we brought back a big old keg of some pretty well-aged booze. I personally came to ask if you can give people a break to have a party. It's finally over.
He just kind of nods his head a little bit, but then he's just like, a handful of the guards will have to leave. We'll have to skip out on this one because I just security reasons. But everybody
They can
else,
come back for the after party.
but everybody else certainly can, as long as some of them are good for the night shift as well. Because I want to make sure this threat is nipped in the butt.
I will be in night shift if that means I get to entertain as well as get drunk.
About to say, so you leave with the note and you head back to the barracks, where you meet everybody who's just kind of chilling around the keg. Gardan, at this point, you have returned to consciousness. In the meantime, Sculvin, you reach the forest line. Is there something specific you're trying to do?
Yes. Can I try to find a herd of 6 rideable animals?
You can certainly try. Roll me a nature check.
That is
20.
a 20.
As far as the tracks that go here, there are some fresh deer tracks and everything, but there do not appear to be any, like, quote-unquote rideable animals in the area, because horses
Moose!
Horses prefer the wild plains. And
I want to track down these deer.
alright, you take your time.
Keep in mind, deer aren't really big and strong to ride on.
They
Wait,
can carry me.
right before I start tracking these deer things, I'm going to actually take off my chainmail armor
Okay.
and start sneaking.
So you just take off your chainmail
Get
armor and
completely naked.
you just fold it.
Well, I'm pretty sure I'd be wearing common clothes underneath the chain.
Yes, you would be
Nope,
wearing
nope,
common
completely naked.
clothes. Just
No, no, we don't do that here.
straight loincloth.
You
No.
gotta be one with nature.
No, you would be wearing commoner's clothes underneath the chainmail. I'd assume probably just like a straight like whitish t-shirt and like brown trousers.
At bare minimum, you would wear a long john in real life,
Yeah,
or some bare minimum, depending on the weather and all that.
You
junk.
know, it's just the bare necessities of life.
So I'm going to try to. Could you like an?
Anyways, you were saying.
Anywho's. So I want to try to like follow these deer tracks stealthily.
Roll me a stealth check.
That is a 16.
Okay. You're able to keep you have experience with hunting, so you know how to keep quiet while doing your work. So you
And I
follow
do
the
have a
tracks.
spare longbow.
You do follow the tracks, and it doesn't take you long to get to what appears to be a herd of about 4 deer. They appear to be 3 bucks and 1 doe. They appear to be kind of between some trees, and they're just kind of eating some of the grass on the ground. They are none the wiser to your current position.
So I'd like to shoot one of the deer. One of the bucks
buck
in the
or-
head.
Alright, have you rolled the hit?
And then I'm going to roll. Do I need to roll damage, or is it just like?
Oh, you'd roll damage.
That's 10 points of damage.
You straight up shoot this deer through the back of the head.
And then I'm going to
It
action
just
surge.
drops.
I'm going to action surge, shoot another deer, another buck in the back of the head.
Roll hit.
Okay.
Say 22 to hit.
That
Why have
definitely
I-
hits.
Why have I been getting terrible rolls?
And I'm going to.
You
go-
always get terrible rolls.
True.
That
unless
is 9
it's
points of
like-
damage.
Again, you just straight up kill this thing.
Are the other deer still unaware of my presence?
No, they are. Well, I mean, hold on. They are unaware of
go.
your presence. However, seeing their comrades die, they would be bolting.
One sec.
Okay.
Just let them go. They need to repopulate.
So I just left like one buck and one doe. Alright, so I'm gonna go ahead and grab the 2 deer that I just killed and drag them back.
Roll me a strength check.
What did you put in water?
Is dragging them back to town.
That is a 12.
You're having a bit of a rough time carrying both of them back, but after a little while, you kind of get the handle of their weight, and you just fling one on each shoulder, and you start carrying them back.
And I will grab my chainmail on the way back.
Okay. That's a 20-minute walk. It doesn't take you that long to get back to the town, and you're carrying the 2 bucks, and everybody just sees it like, whoa, holy crap, dude. They are in awe.
The deer population is dwindling.
Skull just gives them all like a smug smile.
Little
Very
did they,
smug.
little did they know that Scovin had shot the rare white antlered deer. He was the last of his species. Congratulations, murderer.
Oh, that well. Oh,
One of them was actually a wild-shaped druid.
Oh, oh.
Oh.
Well,
Still
that's
tasty, but oh.
oh Lord. Eesh.
Anyways, alright, so where are you going with this deer?
I'm going to go ahead and take it over to the tavern and say, got some food for you.
Okay, you head over to the
Are you going to sell it or get it prepared?
the Herald Horn Inn.
Mm-hmm.
So you
Are you
walk
going
in.
to sell it or get it prepared?
So you walk
You get
in
prepared.
and you see what appears to be a kind of a very light-skinned, older man, probably in his 50s, with black hair that's pulled back in a ponytail, and it is showing some signs of gray through some strands. And he just looks at you like, "Hey, I can help you."
I brought some deer here, and we're gonna be having a bit of a feast tonight because we just killed Oki. And
Yeah. You just killed
I
Ogi.
brought yeah, we killed Ogi like about a day ago.
Have you roll me a persuasion check.
Your knees are
Yeah.
shaking.
We killed Ogi with the help of some of my friends, about 5 others.
It's okay.
We're known as the Slayers.
It's okay, he rolled a 4. He just looks at you and just, you don't say. Well, in that case, are you looking to get these cooked?
I'm actually gonna help you prep them for the feast we're gonna hold tonight.
Fair enough, fair enough. Take him to the back. I'm about to say, I will have my assistant, I'll have my assistant Shem come and help you with the gutting, and I'll help you debone.
Thank you.
Yep. So you guys just take the better amount of 2 hours doing that. 2 to 3 hours.
Okay.
In the meantime, the rest of the guys seem to be content with just kind of catching a break in the barracks.
I'm drinking a bit of ale. I filled my water skin with ale.
Your water skin with your wine skin or water skin?
Wine.
Thanks, man. I just fill it with some ale. It's not bad. It's not bad. Now roll me a Constitution saving throw.
I ignore the party.
Hold on. Constitution.
Didn't need to close.
That's a 14.
You can handle your booze.
Was-
I've drank a lot. This.
Oh, Winter, you just scared me because he said Constitution saving throw. I'm like, oh god. Why not just
It is a
Constitution check?
Constitution.
Well, I mean, liquor is considered a poison,
Mm-hmm.
so it is a
Love it.
it is a saving throw. In this instance, if
I
you
murdered-
guys were having a drinking contest and like literally shoving ale down your throat, then I would definitely say it's a check. This is Blue just casually drinking.
Just taking sips, getting ready for tonight.
So I'm gonna say, for relevance sake, you guys take the time. Sculvin, you take the time with Sherman, with the owner of the bar, which is a man named Nigel. And you guys successfully debone, successfully pull out all the good meats of the deer, and they just get to work cooking. Within an hour, just the smell of the kitchen just fills your nostrils, Sculvin, and it smells delicious. It smells like
They better do good.
cooking,
They're cooking for
cooking
the entire
and
town.
cooking and spiced meats. And after a while, all the deer has been cooked.
When was the last time we ate?
That would be. Oh, well, I basically say that you guys are eating rations when you're on the roads,
Ah,
and you have a certain finite amount of rations.
we can't stay out
So-
forever.
Yeah, you guys have to stock up on supplies eventually. But currently, you still have like 3 or 4 more days worth of rations.
I think we ate the horses.
Golden did, I think.
I did cut them open and get the eatable parts.
But you haven't cooked them, and they've just been in your bag, so a lot of your stuff is just covered in meat juice,
Meat juice.
otherwise known as blood.
Delicious.
Everything's covered in blood. So,
I'm going to find myself a secluded corner, start chowing down on my meat juice.
you do that.
Hey, oh, it's just not torpedo snails.
That's true. It's not torpedo snails, so it's fine. So, Nigel needs to know where to bring the meat.
Town square.
Yeah. Nigel, bring it to town square. That's where
The
my friends will be.
church.
Booze.
Right. Quick question. The town doesn't exactly have a town square.
I just call the church.
Whatever the town square is then.
Well, wherever the center of town would be then, at that point.
Well, that would be just an open area between residential and businesses.
Like I said, wherever the
Exactly, the town square. An open
Oh,
area.
all right. I'm sorry. Didn't mean to question.
Open area for people there.
I'll get have you go out there and talk to some gods about getting some tables set up.
Alright, I'll go.
It's a lot of food.
I'll go.
Okay, you
So,
go. Again, for the sake of relevance, you head to the guards' barracks and you talk to them. You knock, 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 knock. You talk to them and tell them that they want to bring food out, so they set up tables. And then Sherman and Nigel bring food out.
Sweet.
Food.
Alright, got that taken care of, but not much of a party. There don't appear to be anybody here.
Let's just. Can I spot Blue right now?
Yes, Blue would. I'd assume Blue and the rest of your friends would be helping you get everything set up, with the exception of Garnan.
I look directly at Blue, dead in the eyes, and say, "Hey, let's play a song about the event that we're holding right now."
I
Do it.
get up on the table
Something
and
that
pull out my
to the
flute.
church.
And then I want to sing along to his tune.
Yeah, what's up?
So basically assisting him.
Is that how Knuckle and Bimp head to the church?
Okay, so while you guys are
And
doing that,
inform the priest that, hey,
while you guys are doing that performance, Bimp and Knackle are gonna go ahead and
I was
Take it-
just gonna use the flute as a whistle.
Well, they're gonna take the advantage of going to actually tell the priest, so that way there's no confusion or questioning as if people come out to ask.
I blow on my whistle as loud as I can. My flute.
What? I thought we were gonna be playing a song and doing like a little dance and stuff.
I need an audience to play song.
Oh.
Yeah.
Sorry for zoning out.
No, you're good. About to say it's a lot of filler stuff. About to say you watch as Knackle and Bimp walk over to the church, and after a couple minutes, you watch them come out with the priest and
Oh, pardon me.
multiple different families from inside the church. All the civilians have come out, and they're making their way towards the barracks and the center of town.
Okay, I pull out my fiddle.
Okay,
Gonna be an upbeat song.
roll me a performance.
Can I assist them by singing?
Yes. So in that case,
with advantage or just us both do it?
it depends. Do you guys both want to roll, or do you want to just give
Me roll with advantage because
Yeah.
I have a +7
Yeah.
to performance.
Yeah, he rolls advantage.
Okay, roll with
Okay.
advantage then.
Okay.
Double fives.
What
You
the
know-
heck? This has happened several times.
So again, it's not quite. You're a little because you've been drinking. You're a little off right now. You're not hitting the notes like you're supposed to, like you want to. You seem to be. It just seems to be slightly off for you.
I am only getting low rolls.
But you're still able to get the party going. The civilians seem to be enjoying the music, and you see several of them even start to dance. And a couple of people just kind of ask about the food and the ale. At which the guards look to you and say, "Are they allowed?"
Yeah.
Of course, of
Eat
course.
and drink as much as you want.
So they will start allowing people to eat some of the fresh venison you guys caught. They are a couple of the parents are drinking a little bit of ale to calm their nerves.
Wait. Sing my audience so I get inspiration.
Sure.
I want to roll a performance again.
Okay, roll again.
I
will
reset
sing-
Discord.
I will sing separately. Try to match along with this tune.
That is the 17. You
That's 5.
I got a 17.
So, for you, Blue, you're the party is bumping. Everything is going exactly as planned. You gained inspiration from the growing crowd, and you feel more confident. You're back in your element. To you, this is exactly where you have always wanted to be, and that is on a stage trying to make people feel good about their situation.
Maybe I'm good.
And the people are starting to really get behind it, and they're really starting to dance and have fun. Sculvin,
Hey.
you're trying to sing along, but the growing crowd's making you a little nervous. You're not exactly a big fan of huge, giant crowds. I mean, granted, this isn't a massive crowd, but it's still between everybody, it's still around 100 people. So you're feeling a little. You're getting a little bit of phobia. Around 100, not exactly 100. There are guards still doing their jobs.
Yeah. They can come for the after party.
Exactly, but people are coming up. They're getting drinks. People are eating food and enjoying themselves and having a good time. About to say, while that's all going on, however, Sculvin, you hear a voice in your head. Same voice you heard last night when you were fighting Oki, and you had finished him off. Interesting. Very fascinating.
I sort of just like mumbled to myself, "Screw off. Let me have a good time for once." damn it, I hate these gods always mumbling in the back of my head.
But then you feel that just as quickly as you felt that presence there, you feel it just let go of your, just kind of let go, and you feel that sensation just kind of wash over you and fade. But you feel it there, as if
Scoman just gives like an angered look on his face, just like, kind of this bullshit.
You get handed another drink. And it appears,
okay.
it appears to be Knackle.
Oh, hi. Robot bud.
Whoa.
They handed me this, not realizing that beer would fry my circuitry.
We couldn't get you any oil, sorry, bud.
That's okay. I can last for quite some time. However, I do need to go back to Peglin to get some repairs done.
Yes, I'm sure.
Yeah, he was shot.
I'm tired. Your glasses are right there.
Hey, what do you think of my indie lock? Interesting. But I say, so you guys spend the night with doing some merriment, having some fun. You guys have a feeling that you haven't truly felt before. You guys did an honest to goodness good deed for this town. This is something that nobody's been able to do for them, and this town was on the verge of collapsing.
It makes Garnan very angry.
Remember, I signed up for night duty.
I say, for you all, take it as you will, but you see countless people walking up to you, thanking you, asking you for details about what happened. They're kind of gushing at the stories you guys tell of what happened. They're overall just very gracious about what you've done for them, and a lot of people are looking at you with fresh eyes and very positive things, only positive things to say about you. So you have your first taste of true fame, guys. For your characters, take it as they will.
I am just absorbing it.
Again, Blue is just right back in his element.
I was just kind of like confused because this is the first time he's been praised for something that he actually felt good about.
How about you, Kasir?
I'm sorry. What did I miss? I'm zoned out. Sorry.
Wow, you just missed my whole spiel.
I'm sorry. I'm really sorry.
I thought it was quite eloquent. Oh.
Oh, dang. I'm sorry.
No, it's okay. It happens. But to say, basically, the town is. You guys are feeling a sincere feeling of a sincerely
accomplishment.
Yeah, a very big hero vibe. You guys are being treated as if you guys are the town heroes, as you guys did successfully save this town that was at the brink of destruction. There are people coming up to you and all the rest of your friends, thanking you, asking for details, gushing at the sound of your guys'
Kasir is like really just in the moment, just kind of taking it all in, and whenever anyone asks to explain, he explains it as best as he can, as it happened, Not trying to fudge details, just trying to give the truth.
Unlike Blue, who is probably barding it up.
Yeah.
I slayed the ogre with my mighty loot.
Bob.
I mean, it did kind of help with just one bolt. One bolt.
The only thing I remember Blue doing was defending Bimp.
I was defending Knackle.
No, you defended Bimp with whenever the ogre just went for her with the Morning Star.
Yeah, she would have been crushed.
Yeah, she would have been crushed. The one hit would have probably taken out the majority of Bimp's hit points.
Knackle put the shield over her, and I did the cutting word and just said no.
If you would have got hit instead of Garnan, it would have done approximately 20 points of damage.
Jeez.
What? I wasn't listening.
Well, when you got bashed down, you took 20 points of damage when you got hit by the Morning Star.
What Morning Star?
Would have almost
Yeah, the
killed
massive
By
one
Oki.
by Oki in their fight, in your guys' fight. Knuckles seems uncomfortable by all the attention, but he seems to be okay because he is feeling at a loss. Basically, he's not like he's missing something, if that makes sense. Like he understands what they're talking about. He understands where they're coming from, but something's not computing, if that makes sense.
Approaching Knuckle.
Can
Just been
can I go to the bartender?
If Imp wants to roll a perception check.
16.
You know exactly what's going on with Knuckle. He's
Can I like? Does Skolvin notice how Knuckle is feeling?
roll me a perception check.
My game is screwing me over, and I know laggy.
That's a 15.
But I would say you and Bimp both can tell that Knuckle's not exactly handling all this like in stride. He seems to be kind of awkwardly shuffling whenever people are praising him and people are trying to, pry details out of him. He's just kind of answering them. But for you, Skolvin, he's answering very straightforward and very precise, like to the detail.
I'll be right back.
No problem.
The
But
opposite of barding it up.
Exactly the opposite of barding it up. And he's just answering the questions, and he seems to just keep re-answering them. Bimp, because you've been traveling with him for so long and spent so much time, you know exactly what's wrong with him. He doesn't have a protocol for praise. He doesn't have a protocol for being treated like a hero. He doesn't have anything like that because when Warforged are created, they're meant for war. They are meant for combat, blood, death. They murder things without a second thought. And his protocol wouldn't have asked him to kill Ogi. His protocol would have told him to kill the civilians.
Oh.
Well, that's just how Warforged work.
I'm going to approach Knuckle. I'm going to say, hey man, everything's okay. And I sort of just like turn to the ground and say like, direct all questions towards me. My friend here is having a bit of trouble, as you can tell. Maybe.
I'm back.
He's tired.
He hasn't had a sufficient amount of oil today. Just direct all questions to me.
Knuckle just kind of looks at you and just goes, "Sorry about that. Not really my area of expertise."
Bimp's gonna try and
So
convince Knuckle.
It's okay, but I sort of pat Knuckle on the shoulder.
You watch
Go,
you watch as Bimp walks up right beside Knuckle as well and just kind of starts patting him.
Hold on one moment. Be right back again.
Okay.
A real Iron Giant moment.
Can I go find the
Knuckle
bartender?
can always pick up Bimp.
What do you want to be? Superman. Aww.
Is Abby actually playing them?
Yes.
For the most part, yeah. I just fill in all the gaps that she leaves out.
Okay.
But she's doing all of Bimp's roles for me, so and she's keeping track of Bimp's stuff for me. I'm keeping track of all the Knuckle stuff.
Okay.
All right. With that being said, is there anything else you guys wanted to do at this party? Anything?
I want to go find the bartender. Or the,
You find Nigel serving
bartender.
drinks. And with Sherm, with this younger boy that it seems like he's about 20 years old and a little bit of a scraggly beard's growing in, kind of a messy blonde brown hair. Like it's very sandy, if that makes sense.
I ask him what is the what's the strongest alcohol he has?
Well, if you're looking for alcohol, I have a couple concoctions from the city if you want to give it a try.
I was told by Napoleon that you had something like the dragon's breath. whatever the heck.
Ah, you want the kill? You want the strong stuff.
Yeah.
He reaches from underneath the table into one of the boxes that they carried over, and he pulls up a bottle that has just a brown liquid with a symbol, what appears to be a painted symbol of a dragon on the bottle.
Yes.
This is the dragon's breath. Would you like a shot?
Does Skolvin see
I-
this?
I will get a shot of it tomorrow. I promised Samuel that I would be on guard duty. But tomorrow morning, I want one.
If
Does
you want,
Skolvin see him hold up the dragon breath?
Skolvin can roll a perception check.
That is a 11.
From across the dance floor, as you were just kind of showing up some people with your dance moves, you do see Blue. And talking to Nigel, and Nigel pulls out this bottle with a symbol of a black dragon on it.
I'm gonna go check that
Alduin?
out.
What's up, Buff?
Alduin?
Not necessarily Alduin, just a black dragon. That'd be pretty cool if it was Alduin, though. I mean, you know, but Alduin's also not a dragon; he's a wyvern.
I know.
All the dragons in Skyrim aren't actually
I
dragons; they're
know.
wyverns.
I
But
know.
everyone likes to call them dragon.
Noticed that.
They look
Back.
like dragons.
Sorry.
Oh, you're good.
I still belong with one
Ye-
of the things that they
yeah.
remember when I
If
say
you
it.
actually had
Wyverns
to
are
fight
basically a breed of dragon.
I know what you mean, Buff.
a small breed of dragon, they're tiny. If you had to fight an actual dragon in Skyrim, you die.
But anyways, if you want to make your way over there, Skolvin, you can easily pass through the dancers.
Yes.
About to say, Blue, while you're talking to Nigel about your guard duty for the night and getting ready for it, you watch as Skolvin makes his way up to you.
Sort of just like
How's-
eyeballing the flask. Is that the
How's it going, my son, bro?
just
Praise the
ignore-
sun!
ignoring Blue, just like directly staring at the bottle? Is that the bottle that old Napoleon talked about?
Mm-hmm.
I want some. How much?
Oh, for the heroes of the town, on the house. He pours you up a shot and he passes it to you.
Alright. I'm gonna chug it.
Roll me a con check.
Con check?
Con check.
You know what? I'd rather not look up hangover. I'll get it tomorrow morning.
That is a 11.
As soon as this goes into your throat, you can see now why it's called dragon's breath. It is burning your esophagus. It hurts for this to go down, and it just burns all the way down to your throat, to your stomach, and now your stomach is just it's not handling it very well.
I forgot where I said Garnan was.
I wanna speak.
Garnan, as far as
I
you
want to
said-
speak Draconic.
From what I can tell, Garnan just kind of picked a spot in the area, not joining the party or anything like that. He's in the party, but he's not joining anybody. He's just off in a corner eating some venison and just drinking some ale.
Oh,
You can easily hop in if you want to.
nah.
I
What
will.
is happening?
But
I will
basically,
just
Ugh.
Skolvin, you feel this burn, and then as soon as it hits your stomach, it gives you a different sensation. You see colors are a little bit brighter than they normally are.
I want to speak Draconic,
You speak Draconic.
and I want to say, Jesus shit, that's strong.
What you talking about?
Probably about the bear.
Sorry, natural habit in my old tribe, we only speak Draconic. God, give me another. That was great.
Okay, he pours you another.
I know I want one.
Chug.
Roll me another con check.
Chug. $16.
You take another shot, and in this one, just like the last one, it hits your system hard. You are struggling to keep balance. Your vision is starting to kind of shake a little bit. But I will openly say, if you drink one more shot, you are definitely intoxicated.
I look the bartender straight in the eyes.
What's
and tell him to
intoxicated
give me
do?
one.
Disadvantage on ability checks.
I want another.
Okay, he pours you another. And you just down it.
I want to play the drunk scolding.
You down it like a champ with no problems.
Roll a constitution check.
Roll it.
It's lagging. Ah,
It's
19.
You down it like a champ. Feel like you've done this all your life. You put the shot up the glass upside down. Just, but as soon as you open your eyes and look at the room, it is starting to spin. You are not seeing straight. You're having a hard time walking in a straight line. I will say, while you're intoxicated, you have a disadvantage on ability checks, and your mobility is cut in half. Because you got to take extra precautions to make sure you're walking straight.
I want to go dance on the dance floor.
Which means if his speed is
Okay.
30,
I want to dance on the
that's
dance
the-
floor.
You roll me a performance check. With disadvantage because you're drunk.
Dancing while drunk. Dancing while drunk.
Nat one. Yeah.
That's a 6.
You yep, you're dancing on that dance floor all right. You're not exactly the most graceful dancer on the floor, but you're on the dance floor. You're kind of like the nerdy
I
dad.
want to start singing.
You're
Definitely there.
Start
but-
singing.
You're kind of the nerdy dad who's like doing like the Running Man, the sprinkler. He's the one who wants to start the conga line.
Can I have a shot of it?
Alright, I'm gonna go ahead and
Alright,
The
go
normal
ahead.
stuff isn't strong enough.
Oh, you can have a shot of this just as long as you know you can handle your liquor.
I can.
He pours you a shot and passes it to you.
I don't chug it. I just take a sip.
Take a sip. I'm still having you roll me a con check.
I want to actually taste it, not just chug it. That is a 14.
You take a sip and you can definitely tell why Sculvin kind of went nuts. This is very strong and very hearty on your tongue. Like, this is something that if you wanted to get drunk, this is something you would drink. Which would make sense why soldiers drink it.
My eyes go wide, and I swallow it, looking at him, smiling. This stuff is good.
Oh yeah, it's a very special import from one of my connections on the mainland.
Been a while since I've been to the mainland.
My buddy across the bridge in the town of J-Max. I get a lot of my liquors transferred to him, and then he transferred it to here via cart over the bridge. J-Max is the first. J-Max is the first town you enter if we want to get to the mainland.
Good to know. I was asleep while going over the bridge, so.
About to say, roll me a perception check, Hermes.
Disadvantage.
Disadvantage because you're drunk.
I got this. 9.
You find a very sexy looking tree stump.
I want to flirt with this tree stump.
You know more than flirt. No, I'm sorry.
Roll me a.
Flirting.
Yeah, bro. About to say, roll me a charisma check.
Oh.
Welcome to the tree stump. How you doing? I am not interested. Get out.
Turned down
It
by a tree
actually
stump.
speaks.
The tree stump is actually.
Turns out it's just an ant.
Yeah, it's an ant. Just looks at you, and you're just like, how's it going? The tree ant looks at you. I am not interested. Get
That's
out.
not the way I look at it. How you doing?
It speaks in a deeper voice than Sculvin. How you doing?
I just imagine like that one episode of Dick Figures where it's just like, Blue, you're not even wearing the panda hats. God, you're right. I'm not. Blue,
I rolled a
listen,
nat
listen,
one.
Listen, I love you, man.
Can I drink the rest of my shot?
Absolutely. Roll me a con check.
Whoa!
So Winter, how far
that
is me and this
a
chump step?
9.
So Winter, how far is me and this stump going?
Ice cold. That's you walk away disappointed. And when somebody asks
It
you,
let you sit on it.
you walk away disappointed, and when somebody asks you what's wrong, you just look at him and they just say, "She rejected me."
I want to see if I can find any more cute girls.
Wait.
Wait.
Can I go over to the stump?
Oh
and
no,
persuade
no.
it?
8.
Can I persuade the stump to go with
No.
You're
Miss Sculvin?
well. You're not real.
I'm going along with
a 9. You are a bit tipsy. You're not quite drunk, but you are tipsy. You are.
But I was drinking ale before.
Exactly. But you were casually doing it. You weren't like
True.
forcing it down your gullet. You were over time periodically taking a sip.
I want to dunk my head in the
I want to get drunk.
Winter, who do I see with an 8?
You see some pretty attractive looking rocks over there.
Roll into seduce.
Can I go persuade the stump to go with
7.
You attempt, but the rocks don't seem quite as interested as you are strongly believing that you had a better chance with the stump.
Can I roll perception check?
Rock
to-
schmuck. I want to find a cute girl. I want to find a cute one.
Can
You
I
like to-
roll a perception check to
Yes.
find one?
Yeah, you certainly can. And honestly, I'm just imagining now your character sounds more like that character from American Dad, the episode where it's just like they was like The Office, but it's the CIA. And just
That is a 9.
just like, but can anybody tell me any codes?
That is a 9.
That's a 9. You talk to the you talk to some. You just kind of nudge your elbow, and go like, "Hey, man, like, my buddy over there, he's a good guy. Like he has done
He's
done some
fine.
very
He's
improvisation.
adventurous.
Yeah, some very improvish ideas. He's sure as hell heavy-headed. Yeah. Just
Can I get a bunch of cups and start filling all of them with the ale inside the keg?
You can start filling up cups with ale. Yeah, that's not a problem. To do the entire keg would take a while though, because there is a lot of mugs.
I'm
with
not
ale.
doing the entire keg. I'm just getting a bunch of cups, filling the cups, and then taking the keg for myself.
Going to try to find another attractive woman.
Go meditate and pray to her God.
Okay. Say, while you guys are all doing that, and the party is kind of in a decent swing, you guys watch. Actually, passive perception. Roll me a casual stealth.
Casual stuff?
Can't.
No. Okay, so with everybody's passive perception, you guys can watch as...
I have no dexterity. Come on.
Yeah, while this is all going on, you watch Bimp just kind of take a step away from the party. Like, not that far away, but a step away from the party. She kind of just sits down, crisscross applesauce, and you just see her kind of hit a meditative stance.
I'm so unsure. Did I see any attractive women with a 11?
With your guys' roll, you do see some women in the group. They appear to be fairly attractive. Definitely, you can definitely tell that they are farm folk. But
Can I see if they're spoken?
About to say, with your perception check, you don't see any rings, but based on your knowledge of like farm life, and especially for towns like this, typically most of them tend to marry in town unless there's like a very specific stranger.
I wanna go play a song for the children.
For the
Hey, girl,
children.
your hands dirtier than at the farm.
I'm gonna go play a song
For the
for the
kids.
children.
You see all the kids just kind of having fun, playing around with each other. They're still in the party, but they're not like with the adults who are all boring and they don't want to run around.
I don't want
I
to try
go-
to outplay Blue's song.
I go over, pull out my fiddle, and start playing a jaunty tune.
Roll me a performance.
I want to
That
try
is
to
a 17.
outdo him. I want to try to outdo him with my singing.
So,
You gotta get above a 17.
Blue, you start playing the fiddle,
Got
and,
an 8.
and you play that fiddle
Good job.
hard. About to
Play
say
that fiddle hard.
I got a 20.
exactly.
I sang real good, Winter. Got 20.
Fair enough. About to say.
God, now I'm thinking of Devil Went Down to Georgia.
I know, which is a good song. But you're just playing this jaunty tune, and then all of a sudden, right behind you, you hear Sculvin singing a song. He's just singing a song to go along with your music, and it's going a little for Blue for you. It's going a little too well. Like he seems to be he picked up on your music, and he was able to come up with the lyrics just on the fly, which is kind of crazy to you. In your brain, you're probably thinking something along beginner's luck.
Nah, Blue's just thinking the more the merrier. His drunk brain doesn't know what to think.
I want to start dancing while singing.
Oh my god. You do that.
You dance. You do the dance.
4!
It's just as bad as that roll. You're doing the disco, you're doing the crazy legs, you are that dad that people try not to invite to weddings.
I stop the song suddenly and smile at the kids. Who wants to play Chase the Lizard?
We do! Oh god, chase the lizard! Woo! And all these children, there's probably about 8 of them charging at Sculvin. Sculvin, you see these 8 tiny individual humans chasing after you.
8 gnomes attacking you.
I'm trying to like
That's-
swing kick.
Don't kick the children.
You're gonna
I'm
kick?
drunk. You think I care?
Oh my god. Roll the hit.
You're gonna
Doing some
kick the
dude
chil-
damage.
Okay.
Oh my god, with your strength, that's an 8. With
Oh.
your strength, that's a 6. That's a miss. That's amazing. How did you miss a child?
You missed 8. You missed 8 children.
Oh, that's.
Children have an
I mean,
armor.
that's great, but that's tragic.
Children have an armor class of 7.
Ha!
Doc
there's-
on a lizard.
The kids notice the lizard tried to kick them, so they're kind of
And they
keeping.
kick him
They're a little hesitant. They're kind of going back to chasing each other.
Start running away full speed. You'll never take me alive.
Full speed, aka half of your normal speed.
Yeah.
Full speed, as fast as I can go.
15.
About to say you go roughly 15 feet.
Nah, screw that. I'll just roll an acrobatics check or athletics check
Wait.
to keep my legs up since I'm going full speed.
But yeah, so you guys, So you guys have a very fun night. It is filled with festivities. It's filled with fun. You guys are having a good time. You guys are just enjoying the merriment. You
Once
guys,
it's over, I go around with the cups that I filled to different guards who are on duty. Kind of make
Okay.
it.
you do that. You bring some alcohol to some guards so that they can sip it and enjoy and not kind of take the edge off as they're doing their patrols.
Can I get on one of the towers and start just looking over the horizon?
Roll
I
me
am on guard duty.
a perception check.
That is a 16.
You're looking around and you're seeing the land for what it is. About to say,
Looking at the sunset.
the sun is beautiful, and as far as you can see, there's not a zombie in sight.
I walk over to Garnan.
You do that.
Hello.
You tried to kick a child.
I sort of just like point a finger at Garnan. Yo. Yeah, yo.
Leave me alone.
Puh, spits on his shoe.
Alright. Did you just say you spit on my shoe?
Well, if I challenge you to a dance off.
So I kill you.
Kill Shamil, dance off.
Kill Shmuel, dance with.
You know, everybody's partying and having a good time. Kazir, what are you doing during all this?
Kazir is just drinking and eating. I'm sorry, I just really can't think. I don't know what's going on with my head.
Point of shame on Kasir.
Just Kazir's just enjoying himself. Like he's just
Yeah.
like, this is a party.
Kazir's just exactly. Kazir's just talking to people, drinking, eating.
Can I bring the keg and a chair up to the watchtower?
So the watchtower? No, the keg stays put. Everybody's drinking from it. You can easily bring ale, no problem. But the keg itself, you wouldn't be able to move by yourself, and it is firmly set in place so that way the keg won't get accidentally knocked over.
Fine, I go to the bartender asking him for a bottle of ale, not.
He pulls behind the bar and he just pulls out a standard bottle of ale. Here you go, my friend.
Have a go.
It's not a problem. But I say
Much.
anything for the guards who protect us. So you got
After today, we have a long.
Hashtag Poor Luck Bros for Life. You're rock. Welcome to the chat.
Well, I go up to the watchtower with the chair and the bottle of ale, and I just being calm. Once.
About to say you will come up to the watchtower and you see some individuals. You do see some guards that are just getting off of their shift, and you see new guards coming in to take their shift.
I sit on the watchtower with the bottle of ale. Can I take out? I would just play a calm song.
Roll me a performance check.
Jesus. It's a 22. For once, I'm trying to play for myself, and I'm amazing.
Well, all day you have not been playing the best of your ability, so you're just taking this moment to go like, okay, I need to play something good. Please let me play something good. And just soft, melodious music comes from your flute, and you're just letting yourself cascade into feelings that you've always felt whenever you played music. But it has been kind of distant as of recently. It hasn't been coming
Too
in
much stress.
It hasn't been coming from the heart like you wanted it to. And in this moment of silence to yourself, you just you feel revitalized. You know your talent. You know that you are meant to be a bard. And
You
just
feel like you can take on the world. Roll for initiative.
bring it on,
He
world.
stabbed door. Bring it on, world. I can take you on any side.
Vicious mockery on the world.
Winter, I want to stab my sword into the ground and say, I am the greatest.
You do that.
It bounces off a rock and stabs into your foot.
Just.
It was a very joke I heard.
They are in the ground.
Roll a strength check.
I don't see a reason why. You could easily just pull the swords out.
Yeah,
Fair enough.
it's just dirt.
I don't know, I'm bored. Continue.
Okay, about to
Oh,
say.
thank goodness.
Is there anything else you guys wanted to do at the party?
Nothing I can think of.
I ask, where do we sleep?
You guys are given lodging at the Harold Horn Inn. You guys are the only guests at the Harold Horn Inn right now.
I want to go to sleep.
About to say, you guys party and have fun. You enjoy yourselves. The majority of you guys head to your rooms and just crash and get some sleep and catch up. Knackle is just meditating on his sleep as per usual, and Blue, you are currently up in the tower, just watching over. And I can honestly tell you that the night passes without incident. You are able to stand.
Yay.
You're able to stand there and watch, and as nothing happens, you guys,
No zombie.
as sleep takes you, you feel you can still feel that sensation, the sensation of being loved and adored by so many people, who regard you as a hero.
It still makes me.
At this moment, you guys will have to take this forward and decide amongst yourselves how you truly feel, how your character truly feels about fame and how they're being treated. I'd assume for Garnan, as Walf has made it very clear, is pissed. He does not like being the center of attention, I assume.
Exactly.
As of right now, though, you guys comfortably find your beds and you lay down for the night. And we are going to end this session here.
Nice.
That was quick.
Cool.
About as,
Yeah, that went by fast.
about as it was.
It wasn't quick, but it went by fast.
It was very very much filler. You guys just decided
Very
to
filler.
mess with each other and decided to frickin'
Yeah,
have a party.
Today I was on a really
Have an all-out
kind of thing.
brawl where I just pummeled Garnan.
To be fair,
You nearly died.
if Garnan would have raged immediately, you probably wouldn't have stood a chance.
I didn't rage immediately. What do you mean?
I'm saying if you would have.
I did.
no.
No, like when he struck first.
Like soon as it started. Yeah.
And as you were pummeling him while he was on the ground, you would have been doing extra damage. But I can tell you guys that all 5 of you, apologize, have leveled up.
Yay.
Yes.
The majority of you are level 4, and Garnan, you are now level 3, which means you get to pick your path.
Wait, Winter.
Berserker.
Winter, you said 5. So
Yeah,
who's
the
the
fi-
5?
That would be. Oh, I apologize. Well, the 5 of you leveled up.
Everyone
5
in the
of
group.
us.
Sorry, it's 6 because I'm not counting because Knackle is counted as well. I apologize. Because it's
Yeah.
Knackle, Bimps, Golvin, Kazir, Blue, and Garnan. All 6
We
of you,
just go back.
all 6 of you have leveled up.
What do I get for level 4?
Hold
Kill
on.
David.
Hold on, I'm gonna go through this real fast. Yes, where is your book located? For first up on the list, because it's done in alphabetical order, we're gonna start with the Barbarian.
Bard.
The barbarian, actually. Because B-A-R-B. So,
B-A-R-D.
So, for barbarians, you get your... First things first, well, have you roll me a die 12, or if you want, you can just take the 7 plus your constitution modifier.
What would that be?
Well, if you want to risk it, you can roll a die 12 and add your constitution modifier to your health. And that would be your permanent health.
Okay.
Or if you want to play it safe, you can just take the 7, add your constitution modifier, and that's what's added to your health.
I rolled for it last time, got lucky, so I'm just gonna go with it this time. I'm just gonna go with it.
Just go with the 7?
Yeah.
Okay. So 7 plus your constitution modifier, what is your constitution modifier?
I'm looking now. Constitution modifier is +2.
Okay, so that is a +9 to your health, and that is a permanent add-on to your health.
Hold up. Okay.
Wait, where'd you roll for it at?
Well,
Didn't it roll?
Oh, he just took the average value? Never mind.
Yes.
Heal.
Imagine taking the average value and not rolling.
So
Yeah, I always take the average value.
Imagine getting a 1 on your first health roll.
Hold up,
Shush.
guys, hold up. Ralph, go ahead.
how much of max health do I have now?
I was about to say, if I remember correctly, your max health prior was 26.
Yes.
So plus 9 would make it 35.
Okay, cool.
And you get all the abilities of your primal path, at least the starting abilities, which for you is at level 3 you get an ability called Frenzy. Starting when you choose this path at 3rd level, you can go into a frenzy when you rage. If you do so, for the duration of your rage, you can make a single melee attack as a bonus action on each of your turns after this one.
Yeah, you're just gonna have to DM me that.
That's not a problem. I will pass that information on to you. Basically, what it means is that after you rage, the turn after you rage, you can already attack twice because on your basic attack, and then you have a bonus attack.
Oh, okay, cool. I like that.
But when the rage ends, you do suffer exhaustion.
Oh.
So if you use frenzy is a high risk, high reward, because it's like you can do so much damage in that run, but God help you, it will. That's why frenzy is kind of a last resort.
That makes sense.
But I will pass that information on to you just so you have it. All right. So next.
Blue.
Or
That's a tough call. We'll go over your stuff. But for the bard, you can either choose to roll a die 8 or take the 5.
I'm gonna roll a die. I like gambling.
Okay, roll me a die 8. And also, if you roll a 1, and this is for all you guys, if you roll a 1, I give you 1 reroll, just because getting a 1 on your roll is fucking bullshit.
Winter. What
Yeah.
about that? What about my second level whenever I rolled a 1 on my D10?
But I say you're kind of the reason why I'm implementing that rule. I feel kind of bad that you rolled a natural 1 on it.
And I only got 4 health, or I only got 4 hit points.
Of course. This has happened twice.
So 5 plus your Constitution modifier, which is
So 7.
so you can now add 7 to your overall health.
Nice.
And
I have 30 now.
And because you're level 4, you actually get an ability score improvement or a new feat. That one is
Feet.
yeah. Basically, what that means is that with an ability score improvement, you can either add a +2 to one of your abilities, so like strength, dexterity, constitution, charisma, intelligence, or wisdom. Or if you want to separate it, you can put 1 on 2 different ones. Or instead of getting an ability score improvement, you can choose to get a feat instead. So, like for example, pull up the book. seconds. So, like, for example, if you wanted to... This is still not the section. Are you in this section? No, you're not.
Not being able to quick save because the game is glitching out is the most painful thing I have ever done.
Oy.
Yikes.
I'm trying to fix the glitch with Barbus, and I'm trying to finish a quest going through a mage dungeon, which is hard in of itself because I'm a punch character without quick saving. So I keep losing progress every time I die. It sucks. I hate it.
Why don't you just pop a normal save?
Here we go. So, with the...
I'll screw something up.
So,
Well,
so Blue and all you guys, so you can listen up on this. There are these things called feats. Feats are a feat represents a talent or an area of expertise that gives a character special capabilities. It embodies training, experience, and abilities beyond that what the class provides. So basically, like for example, if you chose not to get the ability score improvement, you can get something like Alert, which will, and I know Hermes was talking to me about this one, which is that with Alert, you always on the lookout for danger. You gain the following benefits. You gain a +5 bonus to initiative. You can't be surprised while you are conscious, and other creatures don't gain advantage on attack rolls against you as a result of being hidden from you. Which is kind of an OP feat in my opinion.
Yeah, that does sound OP.
But there are other ones like Actor, Crossbow Expert, Dungeon Delver, Elements Adept, Healer.
Lucky.
Lucky is an ability. It is one of the feet. Yes.
It is very strong.
About to say Grappler, Great Weapon Mastery, about to say Mage Slayer, Magic Initiate, Observant, Polearm Master. The one I chose for my character that I'm the one I chose for the character that I'm playing with IRL with some friends is Savage Attacker, which once per turn when you roll damage for a melee attack, you can re-roll the weapon's damage dice, and I can do that once a round. So it's like I roll, oh I hit, okay, roll damage. Shit, I got the lowest roll. Savage Attacker. I can re-roll my attack. I can re-roll my damage dice. But yeah, so basically, Tiny, you can take this opportunity to take some time and think about whether or not you want to improve your ability score. So like, you can boost up. If you add the +2 to one of your abilities, more than likely you're gonna get an extra plus to your standard rolls. However, if one of your skills does like your abilities reach 20, that is the max it will go. Like that, without magical abilities. Does that make sense?
I think Tiny's having a glitch where we don't hear him.
Ah.
No, I had my mic muted. My audio is being weird for some reason.
So did you hear that, or do I need to repeat?
I can add two to one of my skills, or add 1 to 2 of them, or get a feat. I need to look at all the feats to
Yes.
make.
Which, if you want, I can send you a link to the player's handbook so you can see it. Otherwise, you could easily just go to D&D Online and just type in feats 5th edition.
The last thing I heard was lucky.
Lucky is a really good ability.
It basically just gives you advantage 3 times a day.
Like 3 times a day, you can 3 times at any point during the day, you can literally use one of your lucky feat. You can use your lucky feat to re-roll the dice.
That sounds kind of good. I'd go with that.
Yeah, that sounds pretty good for Blow.
I would.
It's very strong.
I would take this opportunity to look at it, and so you can.
Yeah, send me a link for.
Will do. I will send that to you after we take care of this stuff.
Okay.
Okay, next up, fighter. So, Skelvin, would you like to roll a die 10 or would you like to take the 6?
I'm gonna take a D10.
Take a d10. Roll.
That is
Nice.
12.
Nice.
About to say, so you can add 12 to your overall health.
Nice.
40. I have a maximum health of 40.
Nice.
Finally, the
nice.
fighter has more HP than me.
And now you just like with Tiny, so because you're level 4, you get an ability score improvement. Or
I know what I want. I want the feat Dual Wielder. What it does, it gives me a +1 bonus to AC while dual wielding, and I can use weapons that don't have the light feature to attack with a bonus action.
So which means now you can use the longsword for a bonus attack if you wanted to.
Yes, but it has to be in the offhand for me to use.
Ah. Fair enough. Fair enough.
And
That
just
is
put it in the offhand.
duly noted. But yes, if that is
This-
what you would like to do, then you easily could do that.
The
So
thing
my
with the
AC
feat,
is now 19.
the thing with the feats is, you don't just have to look at the what's most powerful. You have to look at what's best for your actual character.
That's why I took Berserker instead of Storm Herald.
Which makes perfect sense. Alright, now last up.
Kasteer.
Kazir.
Wait.
Yep.
Cool.
Would you like to roll a die 8 or would you like to take the 5?
I will take the 5.
Okay, then 5 plus your constitution modifier.
Let me double check. That's 2, so that's 7.
So add 7 to
And-
your overall health.
My overall health was 25.
So
Let
now
me
it's
double check. My
32.
brain just crapped.
If it was 25, then your current health would be
Oh,
32.
24.
Oh, okay, so 31 would be your max health.
Mm,
Cool.
Am I done here? 'Cause
Yes.
I really had...
You're perfectly fine. About to say, Stray, just like everybody else, because you reach level 4, you do have the ability, you can choose to upgrade your ability score, so adding 2 to 1, adding 1 to 2, or you can choose to get a feat instead.
What feats does the assassin rogue have?
Well, literally, so for all the feats, there are prerequisites. So, like, certain ones you can't have unless you have certain skills, if that makes sense.
Yeah. Okay.
Like,
That makes sense.
it balances it so that way nobody can just pick, like, the most OP one for their thing. It's like, oh, yeah, but you need to have,
Like, example, there's this thing called Defensive Duelist that requires you to have a dexterity of 13 or higher.
Exactly. There's a couple that you could easily do. I mean, there's Linguist, there's, like, the Armored, there is Lucky, which is a very popular one. There's Dungeon Delver, Durable.
What's Dungeon Delver?
Dungeon Delver is alerts to the hidden traps and secret doors found in many dungeons. You gain the following benefits. You have advantage on Wisdom, Perception, and Intelligence investigation checks made to detect the presence of secret doors. You have advantage.
Ooh.
You have advantage on saving throws made to avoid or resist traps.
Ooh.
You have resistance to the damage dealt by traps, and you can search for traps while traveling at a normal pace instead of only at a slow pace.
I'm gonna take that.
Wait, Stray.
Yeah.
There's this thing. Since you use a bow a lot, I figured that this might work for you. It's called Sharpshooter.
What's-
It's made specifically for a bow. It's like attacking at long range doesn't impose disadvantage on your ranged weapon attack rolls.
Oh.
So if you're attacking someone at a long range, you won't get disadvantage for that. If you aren't
Oh.
incapacitated, you can add your shields. You can add, if you have a shield and you aren't incapacitated, you can add that AC bonus to any dexterity saving throw you make.
Oh.
And wait, no, that's shield master. No, that my bad. Back to sharpshooter. I was reading shield master. Never mind.
Oy.
So second thing for sharpshooter is your ranged weapon ignores half cover and 3/4 cover. So if someone's covered by like 75% or half, you can just ignore that and get like normal.
Dang.
Damn, that actually is really
And
good.
then if you are confident, if you are confident you are going to hit an attack like over the threshold of their armor class, you can take a -5 to the attack roll and take a +10 to damage.
That's tempting.
Honestly, Stray, I would take this opportunity to just kind of, again,
Just
like
think it out.
yeah, think it out. Just like I mentioned to Blue, I can easily send you a link to all the feats that are in the book, and if you want to just take a look at them, you certainly can. And if you want to make a decision from there, you certainly can. You literally have time to look at it all.
Yeah, yeah. I'll strongly debate on which one to pick.
And about to say, and with that being
And
said,
you can still like just choose an ability score improvement. And if you take a ability score improvement and put both points into dexterity, you can just get a +4 to dex if you want that.
but with that being said, my dudes,
You know what?
Just there's a
Actually,
lot of options and you should really think it through.
yeah. I'll wait. I'll wait and pick them out later.
with that being said, my dudes, just a quick reminder. We're more than likely going to be taking another week break because I am one of the groomsmen in one of my best friend's weddings.
Yay!
So
All right.
I'm Thursday night I'm literally going to be there at the venue to help him set up everything. And then Friday night I'm at the wedding. So we might be taking another 1 week break from D&D, which is not going to be something that's regular, but for this instance this is rather important to me for me to be there. So in the meantime, my dudes, you guys successfully saved a town. You guys are now gonna make your way back to Peglin, and then from there,
I got the entire town drunk.
you guys go from Peglin back through Belleville, and then on to the mainland.
Blue still has to say
Well,
that. Wait,
Was-
wait.
I'm going to hop out because I really need to use the bathroom. I will see you guys. I guess week after next.
Indeed.
Could Blue tell everyone that we really need to stop at
All right.
Cobalt Hall so I can get more glue shots.
About to say,
Well,
Just write it down and just tell us at the beginning of next session.
Okay.
Yeah.
But I say, in the meantime, thank you guys so much for any of you guys who were watching, which I know it's been kind of off and on with chat tonight, which is perfectly fine. It happens. But I say, D&D is a hit or miss with people, and it is a really fun experience when you're playing. Watching is kind of indifferent. It really depends on the group. But for all you guys
And-
who were... Go ahead.
Winter, it's because you have all of your usual people
Regulars.
Yeah.
actually in the D&D.
Yeah, which is perfectly fine. But I say, but in the meantime, Tiny, Stray, Hermaeus, thank you guys so much for joining me, my dudes.
nope.
Yeah, it was fun.
That was a pretty good round.
It was a pretty
It was a
chill.
great filler episode.
You guys had your day at the beach again. But
Yep.
Yay, another beach day.
but it's only a matter of time
We
before
seem
you
to
guys.
have those after every single combat encounter.
Well, I mean, it makes sense in, reality. After a quest, you'd take a break, especially since we had to walk 2 or 3 days back from the battle. So
You guys decided to go to the spa.
Yep.
However,
Well, I finally got what I was saying I was gonna get. A crossbow.
However, in the meantime, you guys soon will have to deal with a variety of different things, and who knows, maybe in the near future you guys might be doing your first ever dungeon crawl.
At Cobalt
done a
Hall, wasn't
dungeon
it?
crawl.
Who knows?
Cobalt Hall.
I don't think Cobalt Hall. I mean, I believe that was that was considered a dungeon crawl. But that was pretty.
You're the one who called it a dungeon crawl.
Well, I said, who knows, you guys might end up in a dungeon crawl. I never said that Cobalt Hall was necessarily a dungeon crawl. But I mean, it could be considered that because you guys did spend more than a day
Sneaky
down
little
there.
hobbitses.
But either way,
I'd say it's a dungeon crawl because we fought a dragon. Okay.
fair. But for now, I hope you all take care. Have yourselves a wonderful night. But make sure you guys all stay healthy out there. It's a crazy world out there right now. And make
Stay
sure you
well.
all stay frosty.
I will not be
Well,
doing a one shot. Just saying.